How's everybody doing today? Okay, let me start from the beginning. Hey, Mine. Let me see. Yep. Hey, Mines. Hey, Sweet Tea. Hey, Barbie. Hey, Nino. Hey, roll a mile in my shoes. Hey, Tay Baby. Hey, Tasha. Hey, TWE. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Kay. Hey, Madison. Hey, Jakia. Hey, Idlewild. Hey, Miss D. Hey, Marie. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, Karmin. Hey, hey, Carolyn. Hey, Tay Tay. Or whatever. That's my creepy music.
I see.
That I play.
I see.
Hey, China.
Walking both the wall and ooh. Scared the shit out you and music. Me and Bam. What's going on?
I'm busted like Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah.
What's going on now?
You so silly. Hey, everybody, and welcome to Story Time. Hey, Trucka. Hey, Louisiana Cajun Girl. Hey, Cherry Blossom. Hey, Shaniqua. Hey, Tay Tay. Hey, Tasha. I was absent on Friday. Was at a dinner date. Well, honey, but we are not here to stop your wood. Yes, do all the dinner dates you need to do, but we don't want to interfere. We want to make sure you get your back broke off real good so you won't show up in here with an attitude. Okay, so hi, family. Welcome to Story Time. Y'all get 3 stories tonight. Hey, Fur Mom Ash. So it's a co-weeky dink that y'all get 3 stories tonight because y'all have 3 days left before your auntie's birthday. So if you ain't got your auntie nothing, you better rush your ass on over to that Amazon wish list and get your auntie something for her birthday. Because if you don't, I will never forget, and you will always be forgotten in the story. You just die off. You'll be a ghost in Oscarville when I get to tell the story about you. So I hope you don't rush over and got your auntie something for her birthday. Because please believe, I don't forget nothing. I don't forget nothing. So I'll remember who didn't get me nothing. Meeting teacher night, so I will be a little late. All right, Tay Baby, thank you for coming to class and letting me know why you will be late. My favorite colors are red, orange, and yellow. Those are my favorite colors. So yes, y'all need to get y'all auntie something ASAP, as soon as possible. So just to give y'all that quick little reminder, I'm gonna sit it right here. So throughout the story, y'all can glance in the back and see, dang, it's 3 more days before Auntie's birthday and I ain't got her nothing yet. You better up. And I see y'all just coming out of my house getting comfortable. I ain't took your, I'm talking about just walk right in with your muddy shoes on and couldn't even close the door behind yourself. Get your tail up and go over there and close the door. Your mama raised you better than that. It's at the post office, Miss D, or it's at my P.O. box? Because I didn't know which one to go to. Yes, fire colors. I am a Leo. If y'all ain't noticed, Auntie Hair has the fire colors in it. So, the P.O. box. Oh, okay. Was it delivered today, Miss D? So I know, because if I ain't got no ticket in my box, then I got to go to the front and ask the young ladies if I got something in the back so I know to ask them. Hey, Kay. Hey, Creasy. Hey, PT. Yes, I did that one. I had that like Thank you, Tasha. All right, guys. So it's getting close to get ready to start this story time. I know y'all seen my video that I dropped today telling y'all to stop y'all butt by Family Dollar General, get your snacks and everything. I hope you did just that. Thank you, KJ, for closing the door. So I hope y'all got y'all snakes, y'all cakes, your snacks, your pies, your twisties, your shot glasses. I hope you stop by the liquor store, got your wine, your liquor, whatever you needed, your hookah, everything. Hey, Suki, baby. I hope you got everything you need because we're about to start this story time in like 3 minutes. So if you got to use the bathroom, hurry up, go to the bathroom, zip it, flip it, flush, Wash your hands, sanitize, and then come back in the living room because we do not want the musty ball fingers and scat cat fingers. We don't want all that. We don't want to smell all that in here where we at. We don't. We love you to death. We just don't want to smell your cock. Okay? So make sure you sanitize, lotion, all that good stuff. Hey, Ryan. Ryan, I hope you got your auntie something for her birthday. Momo, I hope you got your auntie something for her birthday. Carolyn, I hope you got your auntie something for her birthday. Because when y'all end up in these stories, it's going to be a memory gone. They're going to be like, damn, what happened to Carolyn? Damn, she died quick. Yes. So y'all better get y'all auntie something for her birthday. Yes, Ryan, in 3, you see the sign, in 3 days is your auntie birthday. You've had since the beginning of August, like the end of July, to get something. So, Trucka, did you get your auntie something for her birthday? Momo, you did? Thank you so much, Momo. Thank you. We will all find out on my birthday if you did, because that's when I'm opening up all my gifts on my birthday. Yes. And, okay, yes. And the Cash App is still the same. The information is in the chat. So, y'all know how this goes. Biggest tipper get the story. Get 3 stories back to back that they're gonna be in. So I do take the tips through Cash App and YouTube. Whichever way you send it, you'll still be included in the big tipper game if it's a big tip. Any tip that's over $10 will be considered the big tip that we are starting off from. So if anybody want to try to outdo that to get them 3 stories, you're more than welcome. All right, so we got 1 more minute before we start. Hurry up, put your stuff in your hookah and light it. Hurry up and get your glasses, everything. Get your shot glasses and all the stuff. It's going to be late, Carolyn. Okay, I'm going to put that in my book. Carolyn said it's going to be late, because if it don't show up, Carolyn, you wonder why that next story, your ass was just like gone so quick. Like, damn, how I died so fast? It's because Auntie didn't get her gift. Trucka, you sure was quiet. I asked you a question. Okay, check my Cash App. Hold on, okay. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you so much. Not for my story time. Thank you so much. All righty, guys. It's officially time to start the story. So get your ass in a dark spot. If you are ready, thumbs up. Give them thumbs. I need 2 thumbs. I need a thumb in the chat and a thumbs of the live. 2 thumbs. I'm like Kevin Gates riding this motherfucker. I need 2 thumbs from everybody so we can go ahead and start this story. Still ain't got enough thumbs yet. Okay. See, do we have enough thumbs? Hey, Quana. Hey, Aileen. Thank you, Sweet Tea, for kicking the door closed with your. Oh, I don't know what to say about you, girl. Oh. Hey, Nikia. I was going to bless the Cash out. Okay, well, thank you, Trucka. Do it on the birthday or before the birthday, Trucka, or your stories, you'll end up with chewed up bacon back. I'm telling you, better ask Quan how bad it can get. He will tell you it can get real bad. Oh, hey, Nikia. Hey, Nomad. You got your auntie something for her birthday, Nomad? Aileen, you got your auntie something for her birthday? Hey, Quana. Hey, Sequoia. Sequoia, you got your auntie something for her birthday? A roll a mile in my shoes, you got your auntie something for her birthday? Nurse Graham, you got your auntie something for her birthday? Hey, Tally World. Trying to make sure I spoke to everybody. Do you have your auntie something for her birthday that's in 3 days? Oh, right, girl. You can't find my wish list when I click it, it doesn't show up. Y'all, y'all post, one of my moderators, can y'all post the wish list link so Shay can pull it up? And Shay, if you still having problems, yeah, your wish list was coming up clear. Okay, so do y'all have Amazon? If you have Amazon, try logging in and then clicking on it. Some people saying they were able to do it that way by logging into their own Amazon, and then it pulled up. But the moderators is gonna put it out here so you guys can access it. Aileen, don't play like that. Don't play like that. Trucker said he remember that story. Okay, Trucker, you already know. I'm gonna use the link you sent me, Auntie. Okay, that's fine, Kay. All righty. Sequoia. Okay, so everybody that's saying that the wish list don't open up for them, the moderators are about to post that information in the chat so you guys can open up the wish list. There it is right there. So you can open up the wish list. Yes, Aileen, that'll be fine as well. Long as it's before your auntie birthday. If it's after your auntie birthday, then expect to be killed in a few stories that you end up in. But it ain't gonna stay like that forever. You late, so your life gonna be a little late in the stories. So on Thursday, okay, that's my birthday. That's on my birthday. That's what I'm talking about, Aileen. As long as you catch it for my birthday, you in now. Okay. So everybody else that was saying they couldn't access it, there you go. I'm telling you, girl, it is hotter than Satan's balls outside. That's why I keep telling everybody close the door. That's why I get hot in here. You hot too? I'm hot. I'm hot. Yeah, I'm hot. Y'all hot too because they ain't closing the door. Tell cousins to close the door. I don't want you to die, Aileen. I really don't want you to die, baby. So you better get your auntie something for her birthday. All right, guys. Here we go. First story of the night. Thank you, Nakia. Even though, yes, it's hot as hell outside. I think that I may as well send the cash out for the birthday. Well, if you want to send the cash out for the birthday, that's fine as well. Make sure when you send it, it has the message birthday money, like Tay Tay did, birthday money. So I don't know that's what it's for, and it's not for a superstar sticker. I hope everyone's having a great Monday. We hope you're having a great Monday too, Kim. All right, so here we go. Our first story of the night has has Taura, Strawberry, and Miss D. Taura, Strawberry, and Miss D. Okay, Carolyn, that's fine. You can send it Thursday, because if y'all don't send it by Thursday, Friday, I'm going to be taking names so I know who to kill off in these stories. Dang it. Hey, Haby. You came just in time. Moderators, anybody that show up after this time, I'm going to need a tardy slip or something along those lines. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the biggest tipper is also out there tonight. So if you are the biggest tipper, you will get 3 stories, 3 back. Your name in 3 of Auntie's movies. Story time. 3 stories. So here we go. Mindy, okay. Okay, Mindy, that's what I'm talking about. So like I said, your first story has Taura, Strawberry, and Miss D. Taura, Strawberry, and Miss D. Also, no, I'm not, Carolyn. No, I'm not. I'm acting like Auntie. Okay, so here we go. So, Taura, Strawberry, and Miss D. So, Taura, Strawberry, and Miss D and their mom and dad were homeless. They fell upon hard times due to, things happening beyond their control with the job and everything. They found themselves homeless. So they would, go to homeless shelters for families and stuff and try to get in there. But sometimes the lines be so long and they fill up so fast that they weren't able to get in. Well, one day when they had got in, the dad decided to go out and try to beg for money, try to get some type of help to get them food and stuff like that. So he goes out and then he comes back that night and he tells them, he was able to get a little money to get snacks and stuff like that for them to eat, but he had something better. And of course, the mom and everybody, Strawberry, Taura, Miss D, they like, what? He was like, I'm gonna show you tomorrow. Okay, fine. So the next day come, you gotta get out of the shelter at a certain time. So the next day come and they leave. Dad's like, come on, follow me. So they walk with Dad, probably like 5 or 6 blocks from the shelter. And they turn down this street, and on this street is a beautiful house. But apparently, this house has been abandoned. He's been watching this house for a while. Like, it's been abandoned ever since he first seen the house. He's been watching the house for a few months. Nobody's moved into the house. So he told them, we're going to squat in this house. Like, there's nobody living here. I ain't never seen nobody come in and out of this house. I didn't see nobody move out of this house. So, we're going to squat in this house, and then, we'll have our own little privacy. Now it's cold. So, shelter probably would have been the best place for them because of heat. But dad was like, he was tired of staying up in the middle of the night to make sure people weren't stealing their stuff from, so he decided, that house would be a better fit for his family. So, of course, they walked down. When they walked through the neighborhood, the neighbors was looking at them all funny, like, what are y'all doing on our street or whatever? So they go down the street and they come up the back and come through the backyard. And the dad busts out a little window that's on the back door and stick his hand in, he unlocked the door. House is gorgeous, y'all, like really beautiful house. So they go in and, they looking around at the house and everybody was like, oh, this is where we going to be staying. And he like, yeah, this is where we going to be staying. So Strawberry was like, do we get our own room? Do we get our own room? And he was like, I ain't walked all over the house. I don't know how many rooms is in here. You can go check. So everybody just scattered. But he like, be quiet because if the neighbors hear us in here, they'll call the police. So y'all be quiet. Just, go check the rooms out. So they scatter quietly and they went upstairs to find rooms. Mom and dad standing downstairs trying to figure out how long they can stay in this house, how they gonna have to keep it quiet. If the neighbors find out they there, it could be a problem. They try to figure this shit out. So Miss D, Taura, Strawberry went back downstairs. They like, it's a 4-bedroom. Everybody got their own room. Everybody got their own room. Hey, Evelyn. And they were like, everybody got their own room. Everybody got their own room. So the dad was like, good. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're going to be staying. So let's go down the streets and see what we can get. So they leave the house. They go out and, beg and borrow and whatever they can get. And they made a little money, just enough to buy them like some churches, a little box of churches and stuff for them to eat. So they took the food back to the house and they sat down on the floor and ate the churches. And Strawberry, Taura, and Miss D was like, it was like the best day of their life. It was like, we didn't have to deal with other people trying to steal our stuff. We was in our own area. They enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? So the dad was like, it's time for y'all to go to bed because we got to get up early. We got to leave this house to make so nobody know we here. So they like, fine. So all the girls went upstairs and into the room, lay on the floor to go to sleep. So Tara's the oldest, Strawberry's the middle baby, and Miss D is the baby. But Miss D is like 12, so she ain't really a baby, but she's the baby. Hey, Michelle. But she's the baby of the clique. So they all go upstairs and go in their own little separate rooms. When Taura get in her room, she looking around the room. She just imagine her having a bed in there. Like she looking at this room like they finna move into this house. And while she's looking around this room, she noticed like a huge fucking hole in the wall. So she's like, what the hell? She's looking at the hole and all of a sudden you can hear like mice sounds coming out the hole. So she jumps back and then she goes over and she looks in the hole. She's like, she can hear the mice sound again. So she jumps back and she called her dad. Dad, it's a mouse up here. Dad come up. He like, where the mouse at? Shit, I can see that hole in my wall. And he goes over and sure as shit, he can hear the mouse chirping away, in the wall. So he reaches his hand in and he pulls out a little book, an old looking book. He throws that on the floor. He put his hand back in and he grabs the mouse. He pulls the mouse out. He like, see, I got the mouse. And she like, Dad, what is that book? And he like, I don't know. Look, there's no mouse, so you can go to bed. And he walks out the room. She like, good night, and then she sits down and she grabs the book. She started looking at the book. And the book was like, it belonged to Jessica Daniel. So when she opened it, it was actually a diary. It said it belonged to Jessica Daniel. So she's looking at it and she's looking at, the pages are really kind of crispy and old and shit. So she like blowing dust off the book. And she goes into the little bathroom of the house and she sits down with her little flashlight in the tub and she begins to read this journal. And the beginning of the journal speaks on a family just like theirs. Mom and dad and 3 kids. So instantly she like, oh, this is good. This is good. So she's reading the book and, she get through the first few pages the first night. And then they get up that morning and they do the routine all over again. They come back home. Didn't have as much to get chicken this time, but they got snacks. So everybody was able to eat. So the second night, she goes upstairs. She grabs her book. She goes in there and she's reading the book, the journal. As she's reading the journal, she hears Miss D scream, ah! So she hurry up and close the book, sit her book and the flashlight down, in the tub. And she comes out. When she comes out, they got candles lit and everything. So, Miss D is standing in the hallway with her ears covered, like crying, like, no, no. And they like, what's wrong? And she was like, it's somebody in my closet. It's somebody in my closet. And the daddy like, what? She like, it's somebody in my closet. It's somebody in my closet. So of course the daddy rushed off into the room and he opens up the closet door and there's nobody there. So he looks at Miss D and he like, who's in your closet? She like, it sounded like kids, like children giggling. They was laughing. And you know, I can hear them like bumping against the door and I can hear them laughing. And I know it's children in my closet. So the dad, he shines the flashlight in the closet. It's no clothes or anything, and it's just an empty fucking closet. So he like, see, baby, ain't nobody in your closet. And Miss D was like, okay. You sure? And the dad was like, yeah. And Strawberry was like, are you really sure? Because I be hearing, thank you, Tracy. Like, cause I be hearing like the floor creak in the middle of the night, like somebody's up. But when I get up and look around, everybody be asleep. But I don't know where the creeping is coming from. So the dad is like, y'all are just reading too much into this. It's a new house, just chill out. It's just a new house. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are just hearing noises. And Miss D, she felt comfortable enough to go back in her room. Everybody went back in their room. And of course, Taura goes in her room and lay down for a second before she gets back up and go into the bathroom, get back in the tub to read the diary. So as she's reading the diary, she gets to a part where the story, Jessica is the oldest child. She's writing this journal. So she's reading what Jessica wrote. Now, Jessica states in the journal that they moved into the house, that they lived in the house, and that they moved in the house and lived there since 1979. Okay? So they moved in like April 1st, 1979. And they was talking about how moving in was so fun, and how they had a good time running around meeting the kids in the neighborhood, and just the first few pages were good. Everything was good. And then she gets to a part where it says one of her siblings would hear strange noises in the middle of the night that was unexplainable. Everybody, they said in the book, it said that the sibling went to the parents and asked the parents, were they up walking around in the middle of the night? And the parents was like, no, we aren't. Like, everyone's asleep. So that sibling thought it was kind of weird and brought it to Jessica. It was like, Jessica, do you hear noises in the middle of the night? And of course, Jessica was like, no, I don't hear any noises in the middle of the night. And then she gets to the part where another sibling was saying that they heard kids running around the house. So now Taura's looking at this shit like, wait a minute. Like, we heard kids. Well, Miss D heard kids, and And Strawberry says she been hearing, okay. Anyway, her mom comes in. She's like, Taura, what are you doing in the bathtub? And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, go to bed, girl. We got to get up early. So Taura grabs the book and her flashlight and she rushes off the bed and she goes to sleep. Get up next morning. Same old situation. It's time to get up, go see what we can do, see how much money we can make up, you know what I'm saying, to get us something to eat for the night. So they get a little money to get them something to eat. They come home that night. Well, they come to the house that night, sit down to eat like they normally do. Now they have candles lit in the center of them while they eat, and Taura gets up and she's like, I'm going to get some water. Do anybody want any water? They had like bottles of water. And everybody was like, no, we're fine. So she gets up, she goes to get the bottle of water, but she walks past the basement door. She gets the bottle of water. And as she's coming back to the living room, she noticed it's a bright orange light shining from under the basement door. She's looking at that shit and she's like, well, I know we don't have power in this house, right? And Dad, like, we've been here like 3 days and you haven't seen any fucking power. So what make you think we got power now? And she's like, oh, because I see this bright light that's in the basement shining on the door. And Dad is like, what color is the light? And she's like, it's like an orange looking color, like something might be on fire downstairs. And Dad was like, what? And he jumps up and rushes over to the door and snatches the door open, and it's jet dark downstairs, like no light coming from anywhere. So he looks over and he's like, welcome to the family, Tracy. You will get a special thank you from me on the community page, as well as your name in a story time. Family, y'all tell Tracy welcome. Y'all know how this goes. Okay, so she's telling her dad, like, Dad, I swear it was a light shining from up under the door. And Dad is like, girl, just go sit down and eat. So she goes on and sit down and, Strawberry and Miss D is looking at her like, are you okay? And she's just like, don't worry about it. Like, she brushes them off, like, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And she put her head down and she continues to eat. They get through eat. Dad says it's time for them to go to bed. So everybody goes upstairs and, go in their room. Thank you, Taura. Everybody, your late slip. Thank you, love. So everybody gets up and go into, their bedrooms or whatever. And mom and dad go in their little bedroom. And while they're in the bedroom, Taura sneaks into the bathroom to read the journal. So she's in the bathroom. She's reading the journal. And now it's like day 4. She's on for Jessica now. Jessica's documenting their time, the time they came into the house. So they're like on she's reading like day 4 at this point. So when she gets to day 4, and the book is saying that, the oldest Jessica was saying that she would find the smell of cigar smoke following her through the house. She never, her dad didn't smoke. Nobody smoked in the house, but it was weird that cigar smoke would be following her through the house. Like, she would go in the bathroom, she could smell it real strong. Go in the kitchen, smell it real strong. Like, it was always following her all over the house. And of course, she was asking her dad, did he, was he smoking cigars? And her dad was like, no. And she also made note that at night they would go to sleep and everybody would close their bedroom doors. But in the morning, they would wake up and their bedroom doors were open. Some of her siblings would wake up with scratches on them, deep scratches on their back, on their stomach, stuff like that. So she had got up to like page 5, day 5. And when she gets to day 5, it's like the girl is, Jessica is saying that everything went downhill, at like the end of day 5, going into day 6. So she was like, day 5, she went into the bathroom to read her book. And she said while she was in there reading the book, she was so indulged in the book, that it was some little fucking black shadow thingy, like it was staring over her while she was reading, her little book. Apparently, Jessica and Taura does the same thing. They read in the tub. I don't know why. But, she said that, she saw a dark figure watching her, while she was reading in the tub. She decided to get out of the tub, run into her room, lay down, go to sleep. She said in the middle of the night, she woke up to her siblings shaking her and crying, trying to get her up, like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And she said when she finally wake up, she can kind of hear her parents screaming in a muffled sound, like a muffled voice. That she could hear her parents screaming. So she just jumps up, grab her siblings, and they run into the closet and close the door. So they stay in the closet. They can hear the parents. Jessica says she can hear her parents screaming. She saw all of a sudden she hears the door opens up and she can hear her parents being, brought into the room. Their screams are muffled, but they're like, ooh, ooh, and they can hear this. Jessica and her 2 siblings can hear this. And they're in the closet just trying to be quiet, hoping like whatever the hell is going on would just stop. So while they're sitting there in the, in the closet, they all of a sudden see like blood rush under the door. So everybody like freaks out, you know what I'm saying? And Jessica's writing all this down. And the last thing that she wrote was "Someone save us" before the S was like dragged off the page. You know what I'm saying? So after, Taura got through reading that, she's like, whoa, what the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute. So she comes out of the bathroom and, she goes into her room. She's looking around and shit, checking the closets and everything. And, falls asleep, go to sleep. She gets up. It's the 6th day for them. So by it being the 6th day, they leaving like they normally do. On the way up the street, it's a neighbor standing outside, like raking the yard. So the neighbor sees them, the family, and waves. They wave back. And Taura walks over and she's like, excuse me. Now her mom and dad is like, don't be bothering these people. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be bothering these folks. But she was adamant. She's like, excuse me, excuse me. So, the neighbor turns around like, yeah, sweetheart, what's wrong? Is something wrong? You need help? She's like, no, I just got a question. And the neighbor was like, what's the question? She was like, you see that big pretty house right there? Now the mom and dad is like, oh my God, she finna fuck up, you know what I'm saying? And they like, I'm sorry, just come on, baby, don't bother them. Come on. And she's like, no. She turns around back at the neighbor. She was like, you see that big house right there, that big pretty house? And the neighbor was like, yeah. She was like, who lived in that last? And they was like, last time anybody stayed in that house was 1975. Last time anybody stayed there. So Taura said, no, what about the family that stayed there in 1979? The neighbor looked at her. Neighbor said, baby, you ain't old enough to remember anybody that was born in 1979. So how would you know it was a family that lived in that house in 1979? So she looks back at her mom and dad and they giving her this look, you know what I'm saying? She was like, the kids in the neighborhood talk about it. They said that it was a family that, that stayed there in 1979. And the neighbor was like, no, there's never been a family that stayed there after 1975. Like, nobody. The house has been vacant for so long, like years and years now. Okay, well, thank you. And, she walks on off and her mom and dad pull her to the side like, what the fuck? What is you doing? So she was like, Dad, something's wrong with the house. Something, you need to read this diary. And he like, I ain't got time for the foolishness. You're going to get us kicked back out on the streets. It's cold as hell. You want your sister and them sleeping up on, on the streets cold? And she like, no, but Daddy, you got to read the book. He like, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. So she walks with her head down behind the family. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, Miss D and Strawberry, starts to lag behind. And they ask her like, what's up? Like, what's so fucking fascinating about the house? What's up? And she was like, I don't want to tell y'all because y'all gonna get scared. And they like, no, just tell us. Like, we're not gonna get scared. We scared because it seems like something's wrong with you. Like, tell us what's going on. And she, pulls the diary out. She's like, look at this. And she shows Strawberry the diary, and her and, Miss D is walking side by side, and they read like page for page as they walk. And then they get to the last page right when they get to the spot where they're supposed to, ask for money. And it's like, they look at each other and they look at Taura like, this. I heard the children and dad like, stop, hush. I don't want to hear that. It's time to work. And they like, looking at Taura and like, the fuck is going on? Like, they was confused. So they would try to, beg and everything, but they would still go off to the side like, you think something happened to them? Like, the neighbor said it was never no people to live there. Like, obviously it was some people to live there. We found the damn book in the wall. So they were discussing that shit throughout the whole day. And Taura was like, I'm really scared. She was like, I'm scared. Did you see what happened on the 6th day? And they was like, yeah, we seen what happened on the 6th day. She like, I'm scared if we stay here long, like 6 days, something might happen to us. And Daddy was like, give me the journal. He just snatched the journal out of hand. Give me the journal. Oh. So they left it alone. I ain't saying nothing else about it, but you can pretty much tell all the kids were scared as shit. So it's time to come home. And this is like day 5. They come home and they trying to explain to them, we got to go. We need to leave. We don't need to be here no more. And Dad is like, look, this is the best house we going to get. We ain't got to pay no rent here. We warm, we together. Stop. You know what I'm saying? They're like, no, we need to leave. It's very important that we leave, Dad, or something may happen to us. And he like, ain't nothing going to happen to us. Y'all are tripping. And, they're saying, read the diary. Miss D is like, Dad, please read the diary. And he's like, I'm not reading that foolishness. Y'all probably, wrote in there something because y'all don't want to be here no more. I'm not reading that foolishness. They were, please, Dad, please. They were begging, pleading, and crying. Please, Dad, please read the diary. Please, you'll see what we're talking about. Just please read the diary. He refused to read the diary. He told them they weren't even allowed to get the damn diary back. So dinner was very awkward. Everybody sat down and ate quiet as shit, just chewed their food and stared at each other the whole time. And when dinner was over with, Dad was like, go to your rooms. So they all got up and went to their rooms. Taura went in her room. Everybody went to go lay down. Mom and Dad go in their room. They go lay down. In the middle of the night, everybody in the house is woken up by the mom screaming. I'm talking about bloody murder. She is screaming her head off. Ah! Ah! So, of course, Miss D, Strawberry, Taura run into the room to see what's going on. And the dad is like shaking her like, babe, wake up, babe, wake up. And she's just like, sitting in the center of the bed, eyes still closed, screaming her head off. Ah, ah. And he is shaking her like, babe, wake up, babe, wake up. And Taura and I'm scared, like, what the fuck is going on with mom? Like, why won't she wake up? And daddy's like, wake up, babe, wake up, give me a water bottle. So they rush to get him a water bottle, and he douses the water in her face, and she opens her eyes and she looking around like scared as shit. And the husband, the dad is like, babe, it's okay, what's wrong? We here, we all here, it's okay. And she looked at everybody, she seen everybody's face, and then she just started to cry like real hard. And the dad was like, babe, talk to me, what's going on, talk to me. And she didn't want to talk, she just kept crying. All he could do was hug her and console her, tell Miss D, Taura, Strawberry, your mama fine, she just had a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? She's fine. Y'all can go on back to bed. They didn't feel comfortable with that shit, but they went on back to bed. When they go on back to bed, the dad comforted the mom until she finally calmed down, and then he asked her what the fuck was going on. And she told him, she said, I went to sleep and I had a dream. She said, I had a dream that she was a mother in that house. And he was like, okay. And she was like, I watched my entire family, including myself, be dragged into the center of the earth, kicking and screaming. And he like, what? She like, yes. She was like, was in this house. I remember she like, I was in this house. I was laying in the bed. She was like, then all of a sudden I woke up and it was like these black figures around me, dragging me out of the bed. They was dragging you out of the bed. She said we were being stabbed as we were being drugged out of the bed. She said we was drugged into the room, into Taura's room. She said, and we were stabbed several times in there before we were drugged down the stairs. She said, Taura and, well, she was saying the kids that was in that house. She like, the kids that was in that house was drugged out with us. She said, I remember feeling the ground shake, and then it opened up. She said she remember being pulled into a very hot pit in the center of the earth. She could not grab no grass to stop her, nothing she could hold on to. She was being pulled by several dark figures, pulling her through the backyard. She felt the ground shake. And then the ground opens up. It's extremely hot, and her entire family is pulled into the center of the fucking earth. And she was like, she could not wake up. She said she was just screaming for help, but she could not get up, and it scared the fuck out of her. And the husband was like, "Are you sure?" And she was like, "Yeah." Like she was crying so hard, and she was like, "It was just crazy, baby. It didn't make no sense. It was just crazy." Like she was freaking the fuck out. And he was listening. He was like, babe, maybe you had the nightmare because of what the girl's been saying. Like, the girl's been saying all that bullshit. Maybe, that's why you've been having this dream, because you listen to what the girl's saying. And she swore him down. She's like, no, it has nothing to do with what the girl's saying. I saw this myself. It happened in a dream. He was like, babe, it was just a dream. It wasn't real. It was just a dream. All right, whatever. So dad knew what was going on. Dad heard what mom had to say. He was listening to what the girls had to say. Dad was like, all y'all Fruit Loops. Like, ain't nothing wrong with this house. He tells her, go on back to sleep. It's fine. She does. They go back to sleep. That morning, Taura, Strawberry, and Miss D come downstairs. Dad has already got out early, got food. So they come downstairs, and he already got them some pie. He done made the plates, tea, and they just like, ooh, daddy. Oh my goodness, like it's so good. Like this looks so good. And he like, yeah, I went and got this for y'all. I know y'all had a hard night last night. So I went and got this, so we can sit down and rebuild together as a family. We can be stronger. And they was like, oh, it looks so good. Smells so good, daddy. He like, I know. And they like, where mom at? And he like, upstairs. Go get your mom and tell her come on downstairs to eat. So Miss D gets up. She runs upstairs. And before she can get to the top of the steps, Strawberry is pulling her like, nope, he told me to go get mama. He told me to go get mama. He told me. So they are pulling each other, trying to get down the hallway to get to the mama room. They get to the mama room, open the door. They're like, mom. And they see her, and she is surrounded by several dark entities holding her down. She is screaming. You can see her mouth open, but there's nothing coming out. She's like, they can see her mouth open. They can see all these figures around her. They can see her arms and legs being held down. They can see hands in her chest. They can see all that shit. And they like, mom. And when they say mom, it's like all these fucking figures just vanish. And she sits up and she's like, ah! And the husband comes flying up the steps. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? And she was like, baby, it was man, they were in here. The people that dragged us, they're in here. And he's like, like, calm down, the kids are in here. And they are crying. Like, Daddy, it was somebody in here holding her. It was somebody holding her. And he's like, what? There was a lot of people in here holding her, Dad. And that's Miss D screaming. So he like, baby, when nobody holding your mom, she probably just had a bad dream. And Strawberry was like, no, Dad, it was a bunch of people. It was a bunch of people in this room in black that was holding mama, and they disappeared when we said mama's name. And the dad is like, this is too much. Like, there's too much shit going on. When they say that, Taura's like, and the dad looked back, and the mama, everybody looked back at her like, what? And she like, nothing. He like, what? She like, you should read the diary, Daddy. Please read the diary. It's like, it's very important that you read this diary today. Like, you got to read it right now. So Dad was like, you know what? Give me the goddamn diary. He goes over, snatch the diary. He sits down next to his wife. She like, let me see. He like, y'all going on downstairs and eat. Me and your mama gonna sit up here and read this diary you want us to read so bad. So all the girls are scared. They like, okay. But they go downstairs. Can't nobody eat. Can't nobody fucking eat. After that, they just sitting there, like, staring at the steps, waiting on them to come downstairs. Like, the fuck is they? What's going on up there? Like, all of a sudden, Mom and Daddy come downstairs. Dad had a trash bag. He had cleaned out all their stuff in every room. He said, it's time to go. He said, we got to go. And Taura was like, what, Dad? What? He was like, we got to go, because I don't want us to see the 6th day. We got to go. Your mama said the same thing she seen in that bedroom is the same thing she seen in her dream, dragging the family to the center of the fucking earth. We need to go. We got to go right now. It's like 5:30, 6 o'clock. They got all their shit together, pack the food back up. They go out the back door to get ready to leave. They can feel the ground shaking. Everybody just stops in the backyard, like, what the fuck? And instantly the mama's like, it's them, run! They take off running through this backyard, come flying up the front street, getting the fuck on. They run their asses off, y'all, until they get back to the shelter. Beg them people to please let them in. Them folk like, we ain't got no room. They're like, we'll stay in a janitor's closet. We'll share a janitor's closet. Just please let us back in. They let them back in. Y'all, there's nobody in that neighborhood that had ever heard of Jessica's family. Jessica, the way she wrote this book, the way she wrote this diary, is not like they were homeless. She wrote the diary as if they were moving into this brand new house that belonged to them. Yet no neighbor has ever seen this family. Says that the house been abandoned since 1975. Well, how the fuck do I got a diary that was found in a wall from 1979 from a family that said they stayed here? Like, confusing as fuck. But nobody knew who the family was. None of the neighbors knew who the family was. Nobody knew who the fucking family was. So it was no way to see, what happened to them or anything. The only thing they had was the fucking diary. And that was it. Nobody had ever heard of this family at all. So I don't know how far that went, but they don't even know how to start looking for this family. So Mom believes in her heart of hearts that if they would have stayed the whole night, they would have been dragged into the earth like the other family. And nobody would have known because they're homeless. And nobody keep track of homeless people. So nobody would have known nothing. And they would have been gone just like the last family. So they stopped doing that squatter shit after that. They were done with that. But that was you guys' first story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, go over and tip your auntie, check out that Amazon wish list and get your auntie something, and meet me back here in 4 minutes to start the second story of the night. And I hope you guys like the story. Thank you, Ms. D. Hi. Thank you, Kimberly. Y'all have no idea how deep these stories get sometimes. I'll be like, oh, shit. Like, baby. Thank you, Tia, for my birthday gift. Thank you, love. Thank you, Tia. Yeah, so those stories get like really, really deep, like because the next two that I'm gonna get y'all gonna get even deeper. Yeah, so the ones that's from Cash App is Destiny, Destiny, and Tia gave me my birthday money, so you can add her to the list if you like. But those were the only two so far. So y'all better get over and tip y'all auntie. Okay, so yeah, the other two stories are gonna be way deeper, so prepare yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you, I didn't let you know ahead of time. Prepare yourself. Thank you, Tia. All right, y'all, it's almost time. So far, we don't have a big tipper yet. Tia gave a birthday. That was birthday money, so can't consider that like a big tip because it's birthday money. But we don't have a big tipper yet, Miss D. You know, anything after $10 will be considered the big tipper. So, yeah. Y'all, come on now. Hurry up, use the bathroom. Do what you need to do. Get your tail on back. Yeah, Shay, get yourself together. Get yourself together, baby. I know the story kind of. Get yourself together. Get yourself together. Okay. Trucka, you still here? Is Trucka still here? I know, right? They were long here. All right, guys. It's time for the next story of the night. So give me them thumbs. I need 2 thumbs. I need 2 thumbs. I need you to thumbs up live and a thumb in the chat and let me know that you are ready for the second story of the night. Y'all get 3 tonight, so this is your second one. So yeah, give me them thumbs. Let me know you're ready. Give me them thumbs. And don't forget to close my door, which is thumbing up the live. Because if you don't, I'm going to start calling y'all out individually for who didn't close my door. I'm still watching you on my TV. Okay, so Trucka, I'm going to add you into this third story because I needed a dude. So I'm going to go ahead and add you in. Is that okay? Taura, did you like the story? Did you like your story? Bet that up. All righty. All righty. Second story of the night, you guys. Here we go. It's going to get a little deeper. Put your swimming trunks on and shit, because we might have to get a little deep, y'all. All right. Here we go. So our second story of the night. Our second story of the night has Tabitha, Che, and Trucka. Right, Nikhil. Right. Like, you never know. You never know. Like, it could have been other people moving in their house, and the neighbors claim they don't know anybody that don't live there. So, Che, Tabitha, and Trucka. Thank you, Taura. This is you guys' story. Here we go. I gotta light my cigarette for that one comes in to get dirt. Get color deep. Okay. So, Tabitha and Trucka been together for a long time. Been together probably like about 9 years they've been together. They both wanted kids, but they have been trying and trying for almost 7 years. They done tried in vitro, all that stuff. Nothing worked. They didn't even went as far as the superstitions that your grandma and them come up with. To try to get pregnant. 6 years of all this fucking and nothing happens. Nothing at all. So Tabitha was starting to feel discouraged. She was starting to feel like maybe it's something wrong with me. Maybe it's something wrong with him. Maybe we ain't meant to have kids. She started getting real negative about the situation. So she's on her way home. She get on the bus and she's just thinking about it like, this is so fucked up. All I want is kids and I can't even have children. While she's on the bus thinking about this, another lady gets on the bus and she's pregnant. So she gets on the bus and she sits right across from Tabitha. And Tabitha's looking at her like, oh my God, like I just want to go through that one time, you know? And she's looking at the lady and the lady noticed her staring. So the lady's like, are you okay? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm fine. It's just, I was just looking at, you know, your baby bump. It like, and she gets up and she comes sits next to the lady. And she was like, I know this may be like an inappropriate question. It may make you feel uncomfortable. And if it does, just let me know and I'll leave you alone. But can I please feel your stomach? And the lady was like, thank you, Emily. Thank you. And the games begin. Emily just put the ball on the board for y'all. Well, I ain't gonna say Emily put the ball on the board. Who all put the ball on the board? Hold on. Actually, yeah, that is so right. She put the bar on the board. So Evelyn has put the bar on the board for $9.99. Anybody gonna try to overdo that for the stories? You're more than welcome to try, but you know, Evelyn like she got this shit sold up so far. So she's telling the lady, you know, I just want to be pregnant once. Like, do she kick? Do your baby kick? What is it, a boy or a girl? And the lady was like, I'm pregnant with twins. Really? Like, you got 2 babies? And she thinking to herself, I can't even get one. And this lady sitting over here pregnant with 2. Like, damn. Like, what did you do? Were you eating a lot of bananas? Did you, like, what the fuck? Like, how did it happen? And the lady was telling her, like, you know, her and her husband were having really hard, it was real big issues trying to get pregnant. She was like, they was trying everything, just like Tabitha and Trucka was. And she was like, nothing worked for them. She was like, one day she ended up meeting this group of women. It was a lady that she met that somebody referred her to. Because at this point, it was like, you know, I'm willing to try anything to get my baby. So she said, this lady referred her to this women's group. And she spoke to the women's group. And she said a women's group helped her, you know, to conceive. They helped her get pregnant. And Tabitha's like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, they helped me get pregnant. Like, real shit. Do you have the information? Do you have like a number or something? And she's like, yeah, I got the information. Can you please give it to me, please? So the lady was like, you know, she gave it to her. But she also let Tabitha know, she like, now look, they have a very unorthodox style of the way they do shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you're not into, you know, all that stuff, then you might want to leave it alone. And instantly Tabitha was like, what do you mean? She was like, because they don't, you know, they deal in like herbs and oils and incense and prayers and stuff like that, meditation. She like, they not, you know what I'm saying? They not like regular fucking doctors. They do another method. Their methods may sometimes be unorthodox, but they've had 100% guaranteed birth rate. Like every woman that came to them has gotten pregnant. Are you serious? Yes. So Tabitha was excited. Okay, thank you so much. I thank you. She was so excited. She hurried up and rushed home, and she got home and she was like, Trucka, this lady told me that she got pregnant, and this women's group helped her, and they got 100% rate. Like everything is guaranteed. We are guaranteed to leave this fucking building with a baby. And Trucka like, are you serious? She like, yeah. He like, so are they doctors or something? And she was like, no, they're a women's group, but you know, who know women bodies better than women? She was like, these women can help us. They, you know, they work through like herbs and oils and, you know, stuff like that. But the girl that I talked to, she was pregnant with twins. She said that shit was guaranteed. So Trucka like, hit them up. What the fuck? Hit them up. What are we waiting on? So they called and the lady tells them, you know, come to the office. so they can sit down and talk to them, explain to them what the procedure is, what they do, how they go about doing it, everything. So Trucka made an appointment to go the next day to go down there and talk to the lady. They were super excited that night, like we could possibly be having a baby. They were super excited, like, babe, we could possibly be having our first fucking child. And Trucka was excited as fuck too. So next day come, and they rush all down to the place. You know what I'm saying? And they get down there, they talk to the lady. And the lady basically tells them the same thing that the girl on the tray told them. We use oils, herbs, prayer, meditation, things like that to help you conceive. She was like, but because our style is so unorthodox, we make people sign a liability waiver because, we don't want you to flip out and be like, oh, that parsley was marijuana or some flipped out shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And even if it was, we're giving it to you to help you conceive. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want any type of liability to fall back on us. So the lady gave her paperwork and told her, read this paperwork over real good before signing. And when you're done signing, let me know and we can go ahead and, set everything up. So the lady gives her the paperwork, get her and Trucka the paperwork, and she walks out. She looks at Trucka, Tabitha looks at Trucka like, babe, this lady talking like they can really pull this shit off. She like, look right here in this paperwork, it say 100% guaranteed. Trucka like, guarantee? How can they guarantee some shit like that? Like, I don't know, but they guarantee it. So what you think? Trucka like, it's on you, baby. It's your body. What you think? She like, I want the baby. Tabitha like, I want the baby, so I'm signing the papers. She signs the paper. Didn't even read over half the shit. She just signed it. All she saw was 100% guarantee, and she was sold. So she signs the paperwork. And Trucka signs the paperwork too. Lady comes back to get the paperwork. She asked them, did y'all read over it? Yes, we did. Are y'all comfortable with everything that's in the paperwork and the contract? Yes, we are. Okay, so I just want to let you know, in order for this to work, we're going to need both of y'all to participate. It can't be just you. Both of y'all got to participate. Y'all got to help us with this. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. So the lady was like, okay, well, tomorrow we'll come over to your home and, we'll come over and do what we need to do. Fine. That's what's up. So Monday rolls around, Monday afternoon, the ladies pull up, probably like 5 cars of women. They pull up and they come in. They got bags and candles and herbs and all this little stuff. So, they come in. The head lady tells Tabitha and them, like, we finna go ahead and get started getting you prepared. Did you shower like we asked you to? And she was like, yeah. And they was like, okay, well, we want you to put on something clean, and sit in the center of the circle. So she goes upstairs, she put on something clean, her little white pajamas. Her and Trucka sit in the circle. They surround her and Trucka with candles that are lit. They surround them with incense that is lit and a bowl of water, warm water with herbs in the water. And they also said they added tomato paste and tomato sauce to make the water red. Now, Trucka asked, why would y'all do that? And the lady says, it's a symbol to remove the period so that she can get pregnant. Okay. Last but not least, they pull this statue out of the bag and they sit it in the center of the circle with Trucka and Tabitha. Tabitha say, what the hell is that? They say, it's the fertility goddess. It's a statue of the fertility goddess. We worship the fertility goddess and she's going to help us get you pregnant. Trucka looks at Tabitha. Tabitha looks at Trucka. All right. So she tells him. She tells Trucka, she said, Trucka, I want you to sit down first. Tabitha, I want you to sit in front of him. I want you to lean back on him to where your head is sitting in his chest. She does that. They tell Trucka to lift her shirt up, and he is to scoop handfuls of this water with this herb and shit in it out and rub it on her stomach. While he's doing that, they are both supposed to meditate. They are supposed to close their eyes and basically picture their baby. So the lady tells them, in the process of you doing this meditation, we suggest you picture twins. They said, because if something goes wrong, if you lose one, you'll have another baby and you won't have to go through this process again. So we suggest you picture twins. So they told Tabitha and Trucka to imagine their twins, what they look like, how they sound, like just put the whole picture in your head while you're rubbing this water on her belly. So they're both sitting there in the circle. Both of them have their eyes closed. They're both like picturing what they're supposed to be picturing. He's scooping handfuls of water, rubbing on her belly. He's doing this, and the women are sitting around the candles around them. They start to sing. They are singing a song that's in a different language, so Trucka nor Tabitha know what the fuck they are singing. So he just keeps doing the scoops of the water, putting it on her belly, and they do that. Now, they do this same procedure every night for the whole week. Every night, these women showed up with the same shit. They had to do the same shit every night. That Sunday night, Trucka and Tabitha decides to go out to eat. They get in the car, and they're getting ready to leave to go get something to eat. He wanted steak, but she was adamant about fish. She was having a heart attack. I want fish. I want fish. And he's like, damn, you serious about this fish? So they decide to eat fish. They go to get the fish and eat the fish, and she throws the fish up. And he's like, you made me spend all my damn money on this mullet, and you threw the shit up? So, of course, she's like, what the fuck? So she calls, the women's group and let them know. I don't know what's going on, but I just threw up, and I don't know why I'm throwing up. So the lady told her, take a pregnancy test. Like, you really think it would be that fast? Lady was like, take a pregnancy test. So she tells Trucka, the lady said, I need to take a pregnancy test. Trucka like, what? She like, yeah, the lady said I need to take a pregnancy test. Right now? Like, yeah, babe, can you go get one? Hell yeah, where my keys at? He jumps up. He jumps in the car to go get a pregnancy test. While he's going to get a pregnancy test, she on the phone with the lady. The lady was like, sometimes, the women that we deal with, when they throw up, that be signs of pregnancy. So that's why I was asking, had you took a pregnancy test? And she was like, I didn't think it would happen this fast. Like, we just started doing this like last week. I didn't think, it would be that quick. And the lady was like, it may not be that quick. I'm just saying you should check that first to make sure that's not what it is. So Trucka comes back in the house. He gives her the pregnancy test. She goes into the bathroom. He's standing outside the bathroom door. How's it going, babe? She like, Trucka, leave me alone. I don't hear you peeing yet, babe. What's going on? Trucka, leave me alone. How about I come in and turn the water on? Trucka, get away from the damn door. When I'm done, I'll let you know. Babe, come on, man. Like, how about I just come in there and stand with you? I don't need you to do none of that. Like, just go sit your ass down somewhere. We in this together. They said we have to do this shit together. You're going to have to let me in that bathroom. And she like, Trucka. She snatched the door open. She like, get your ass in there and sit down. He like, babe, I'm just saying, we are a team. We got to do this shit together. And she like, get your ass in there and sit down. Trucka like, all right. You got to be all aggressive about that shit. I'll go. But I'll be back. If your ass ain't come out in 5 minutes, I'll be back. She like, go on, honey, go on. And he walks away from the door. She goes back into the bathroom. She closed the door. Trucka sitting on the couch like he at the hospital waiting on the baby to be delivered. Like, oh, I hope everything going all right and now. She ain't got no more piss on the stick, but in his head, I hope everything going all right and now. It's been like 3 minutes. She said she was gonna come down. Fuck it. He jumps up, go back to the door. Before he can hit the door good, baby, she'll snatch the door. She like, what, Trucka? He like, I just want to know if you need some water to help you pee. She like, I done already pissed on the thing. Leave me alone. Where is that? Where is that? She like, it's on the sink. He damn near knock her down. Blue, blue. How long it take for the results to show up? She like, it'll be in a minute, babe. Just calm down. Man, why this shit taking so long? She like, calm down, Trucka. It's okay. It'll be in a minute. So he looking at that shit. She like, you know what? You staring at it ain't gonna make that shit show up no faster. Can you please go give me some water? Water? You want water? You want water? I will get water. He run downstairs. He get water. He come back. He like, babe, I had about 2 pregnancy tests just in case the first one fucked up. She like, you really? Yes, babe. Just in case. Just in case. I got it. So here your water. Here go the test. He runs back past her. He looks. He like, babe, what it mean when you got 2 lines on it? And she like, wait a minute. Let me look at the box. How many lines? He like, yeah, it's 2 lines. It's 2 lines. What 2 lines mean? She like, babe. He like, what the fuck does 2 lines mean? She like, babe. He like, just give me the damn box. He snatched the box out of her hand. He looked pregnant. You pregnant? She like, babe, we pregnant. They were super excited. He picked her up, spun her around the bathroom, knocked the glass of water over, didn't give a shit. Oh, babe, we gonna have our baby. That's my baby. Put it out on the floor, started talking to a stone. That's my baby now. That's my baby now. And she just super excited. She called the lady back and let the lady know, I'm pregnant. And the lady was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you guys. How does it feel to be pregnant? She's just like, my husband is running around in circles. He's so excited. Like, we just excited. Like, thank you so much. Y'all helped us out. Like, oh my God, thank you so much. And she's like, yes, I'm super excited for you too. We cannot wait. Oh my goodness, we can't wait to see the pretty baby. So they tell her, okay, continue, start going to the doctors. This is the doctor we want you to go to. They gave her the doctor name. This is the doctor that we want you to go to. We've already called the doctor, let the doctor know that you're supposed to be coming down. So this is what you do. You go to this doctor. When you get done, you come to the office and see us, let us know how it go. And we can go on like that until it's time to have the baby. Okay, cool. So shit was going on good. 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, everything going good. They buying clothes for the baby, trying to get the baby room together and everything. She done told all her friends she pregnant. 4th month comes around, it's time for the ultrasound. So she goes to the ultrasound tech that they referred to her. She gets there and the ultrasound tech is like, so many lucky women coming in here. And Tabitha and Trucka was like, what you talking about? She like, looks like you guys are having twins. Trucka like, are you serious? She like, yeah. Trucka pass out. Head goes back. Boom, his ass hit the floor. Can we get somebody in here? They had to go get Trucka ass up off the floor. Tabitha was crying. Are you serious? And the lady was like, yep, there's one head right there. There's the other head. Just crying. They wake Trucka up. He like, 2 babies? Oh yeah, you get 2 babies. We got 2 babies on our first try? 2 babies. Oh man. What is it? So the lady looking, she like, it's a boy. He like, we got 2 boys. Like, nope. And you got a girl. We got a boy and a girl. Like, oh, baby, we got one of each. Oh my goodness. Like, we don't even need to have no more. Like, we just want one of each. We got them. We good to go. The doctor was like, congratulations. See you when you come back next month. They run home. They tell the people, call the people and let them know, call the women, let them know, hey, so we need an ultrasound, and they say we having twins. And the lady was like, are you serious? Yes, they said it's a boy and a girl, and we are having twins. Yes, oh my goodness, aren't you just happy? And the lady was like, oh my God, I'm super excited. We need to start getting things ready, like right now. And Tabitha was like, get what ready? She's like, we need to start getting the baby room ready. And Tabitha was like, we already got the baby room ready. We didn't know it was going to be 2. So now we need to add extra stuff. But we've already got the baby room ready. And the lady was like, yeah, but I'm talking about our baby. And Tabitha was like, huh? She's like, our baby. We got to get prepared for our baby. Tabitha put the phone on speakerphone. I'm sorry, the phone was breaking up. Can you say that one more time? She was like, we are trying to get prepared for our baby. Aren't you excited? And Trucka comes to the phone like, y'all having babies? All y'all bitches down there having babies? And the lady started giggling. She was like, no, we talking about our baby. The babies y'all are pregnant with. Trucka look at Tabitha. What the fuck she talking about? So they're like, what are you talking about? She like, didn't you read the contract? Yeah, we read the contract. So our baby, how do you not understand what I'm talking about? Trucka like, I didn't read the fucking contract. What did the contract say? Because I'm confused. And the lady was like, so you didn't read the small print at the bottom of the contract? That's why I lived with you guys so long. Hell no, all we seen was 100% guaranteed. We ran with that shit. Lady was like, oh. See, oh my goodness, I see this is going to be an issue. Do I need to send someone over there? And they like, no, just tell us what the fuck you're talking about. And she was like, okay, so in the contract, it states that if the couples that we are helping gets pregnant with twins, then, the girl baby is our baby. And y'all keep the boy baby. Like, wait a minute. Did you hear that shit, Trucka like, wait a minute. What the fuck? No, hold on. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me y'all helped us get pregnant and the payment is a child? And the lady was like, it was in the contract. You signed the contract. Both of y'all signed the contract. Hell no, I didn't see that. Send me that shit so I can see it. So they like come down to the office. But Tabitha was feeling funny at that point. She like, I don't want to go down there. They might be on some sneaky shit. So Trucka was like, email it to me. And the lady was like, well, I email you that portion. I can't email you the whole contract, but I email you that portion. Sure as shit, she emailed that portion. And that's exactly what it said. It said that any couple that come to them for help, if they are to have twins, whether it be two boys, two girls, or a boy and a girl, one of those babies is owed to the women that helped them get pregnant. Trucka like, what the fuck? The lady called back. She like, did you get the email? They like, yeah, well, you know, you might as well like void that contract because we didn't see all that shit. And the lady was like, well, you signed it and we're not voiding anything. Do I need to send like, you know, our people over there to, you know, monitor you guys? And they like, you know, Tabitha instantly jumps on the phone. She like, no, everything is fine. That's cool. That's fine. You know, we'll still have our son. We'll still have our son, Trucka. And Trucka like, hell no. And she just like, shh. We'll still have our son. So that's fine. Y'all can get the baby girl and we'll get the baby boy. Well, baby, that means we ain't got to buy no extra stuff. And Trucka just looking at her all crazy and shit like, the fuck? So she like, well, thank you so much, you know. And the lady was like, are you sure you guys are going to follow the rules? And they like, yeah. She like, okay, so when your next doctor's appointment? Oh, it's next month. Okay, so, you know, continue to go to your doctor's appointments like you're supposed to and continue to come see us like you're supposed to. Okay, that's fine. She hangs up the phone. She looks at Trucka like, hell no, I ain't giving up my motherfucking child. I'm not giving up my child to them bitches. Like, fuck that. And she like, babe, what are we gonna do? Like, Tabitha's crying. She don't know what to do. It's like, what are we gonna do? Like, babe, we can't even do nothing. We signed the contract. Like, they have our fucking signature. Like, we signed that shit. And he like, this is fucking cool. We gotta do something. She like, babe, what are we gonna do? He like, don't stress. Don't stress because I don't want you to lose the babies. Don't stress. Let me handle it. Are you sure, babe? Yeah, I'm sure. Just let me handle it. So she didn't stress about it. She moved like she normally would move. Doctor's appointment, the office to see the people. Yeah, everything, you know, and it went on. So when it was time for her to go for her 8-month checkup, her third trimester, she goes to her 8-month checkup. Doctor says the baby's healthy. Everything is fine. She should be ready to deliver soon. Okay, cool. And they leave. Now the women at the office are like, okay, should have been here by now. Where are they? So they start to call Tabitha and Trucka's phone. Neither one of them is answering. Call the doctor that they referred them to. The doctor said they left there at 2:30 in the afternoon. They should be home. So a couple of the ladies get in the car and they drive over to the house. And when they go to knock on the door, door just opens right up. They look in, everything is gone. Everything is gone. Trucka and Tabitha have fucking completely disappeared. These women is looking for them and they are gone. So the ladies see that they're gone and they just like, you know, go on back to the place to let everybody know what was going on. Tabitha and Trucka actually moved the next state over. They moved out of the state. They moved the next state over. Tabitha goes into labor. She gets to the hospital. She's rushed to the hospital. Trucka's right there with her. He puts on his little outfit and they go in. It's time to start labor. So she's in labor like 17 hours. She's pushing and these babies won't come. And she's pushing and it was a struggle. The whole fucking birth was a struggle. She's losing blood. She's trying to get these babies out. First baby to come out was the baby boy. Baby boy comes out with the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. He's blue. The doctors are slapping his butt, took it off around his neck, but he was gone. Continue to dig to get the baby girl out. They get the baby girl out. She's also looking blue. Slap her on the ass. Eventually, she screams out. She starts to cry. They tell mom and dad, I'm sorry. We weren't able to save the baby boy, but we saved the baby girl. But we need to get her, you know, checked out really like right now to make sure ain't nothing wrong. So he passes the baby out to the nurse. Nurse going out the room. At this time, you know, Tabitha's looking at Trucka and she's like, we did it. We did it. The babies are here. We did it. And while she's talking to him, it's like she passes out. And her little heart rate thing starts to go off. And they like pushing Trucka out the room. You got to go. You got to go. You got to get out. You got to get out. They calling in for more doctors and shit to come in. You got to go. You got to go. So Trucka goes out. And when he goes out, he's standing at the door like, what the fuck is going on? And one of the nurses tell him, you know, she'll be okay. We got the best doctors here. She'll be okay. just go get you something to eat. Go get you something to eat. Get her something to eat. Bring clothes up for her and the baby, and that she'll be fine by the time you get back up here. Okay. So Trucka leaves. He goes to get him something to eat. Get Tabitha something to eat. He comes back. When he comes back, he's already made up in his mind that he's gonna tell Tabitha that their baby name is gonna be Che. Baby Che. He wanted, that's the name he wanted. Because they always thought it was going to, be different, but Che is what he went with. So he goes to the house and he gets Che's clothes. He gets Tabitha clothes. He gets food and stuff. And he comes back up to the hospital. Time he steps off the elevator, he can hear screaming. He just hears screaming and arguing. It's really loud. Nurses are running up and down the hallway. It's fucking like, he don't understand what's chaotic in this damn hallway. But he hears the voice and it sounds like Tabitha. So he's running down the hallway. Rush down the hallway. He gets into the room where she is. Tabitha standing there arguing with a doctor and like 7 nurses. She's going off in that bitch. And he's like, baby, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she's like, our baby. And the doctor's like, we've been trying to explain to your wife that your child died. And he like, yeah, our little boy died. But what about our little girl? And the doctor's like, no, y'all only had 1 baby, sir. He like, no, the fuck we didn't. We had 2. She was pregnant with twins. We had a little boy and we had a little girl. The little boy came out first. He died. The little girl we was able to save. What the hell is you talking about? And the doctor was like, sir, calm down. I'm trying to tell you, y'all only had 1 child that died during childbirth. So at that point, Trucka threw everything down. He like, that ain't fucking right. He going on. So the doctor was like, I'm going to get security. Doctor rushes out the room. He go get security. Security comes back. They tell the security everything that went on. Like, we came to have our twins. Our little boy died. They took the little girl, said she needed to be checked. We let her go, and now they're saying that we don't have a little girl. So, the doctor, the police is like asking the nurses, do y'all know about this child? And all the nurses are like, no. Okay, so where's the doctor let's go look for the doctor. Where's the doctor? The nurses were like, the doctor came to get y'all. So they like, okay, what's his name? I don't know. Okay, let me go. So the security go out there. And when he was going out the room, Tabitha was saying his name was Dr. Let's just call him Dr. Knocker. She was like, it was Dr. Knocker. Dr. Knocker was our doctor. He was the one who delivered the baby. Y'all need to find him. So the security goes out there and they look for Dr. Knocker. They're gone for about 45 minutes. Tabitha and Trucka is still going off in now, snapping. Finally, the security guard comes back and he says, there's no Dr. Knocker that work here. Bullshit. A Dr. Knocker was just digging around in my cootie cat trying to take these babies out. It is a damn Dr. Knocker in here. And they like, I've talked to everybody. There's no Dr. Knocker. He said, we even went as far as having the nurses to ask what nurse assisted in the delivery. There's no nurse that said they assisted in a delivery of your child. Like, all we have is paperwork in the system that says you was pregnant with 1 baby, it died during childbirth, and that's it. Then who the fuck signed that paperwork? Look, we trying to figure that out now. But as far as a Dr. Knocker, there's no Dr. Knocker that work here, and none of the nurses assisted on a pregnancy. So, are you having like postpartum? Do we need to evaluate you? And she like, no, I'm fucking serious. Where's Dr. Knocker? She's going off, and the police is like, okay, if you don't calm down, it's gonna be an issue. Trucka snapping, he going off, pushing the police out, the security guard all out of face and everything, and they telling him, you know what I'm saying, we'll lock your ass up. We'll have you locked up. You keep fucking around. So Trucka just sat down like, this is bullshit. Give me a supervisor, somebody. Supervisor come downstairs, say he read all paperwork. She only had 1 baby. Like, there's no proof of 2 babies at all. There's only 1 baby. You know what? I got an OBGYN and I got a fucking ultrasound tech that can prove I had 2 babies. They even went as far as pulling the sonogram picture out to show the doctors. And the doctor was like, that don't mean shit. You could have printed that off the internet. You know what I'm saying? So she like, call my fucking ultrasound tech. Call my ultrasound tech right now. Give me the number. Gave him the number. Call right there in her face. Pull the little phone out. Call right there in her face. The number you have reached is disconnected. Please check the number and try again. She like, you must have dialed it wrong. She gave him the number again. Same thing. What the fuck? Trucka is pissed. What the fuck is all these people? What the hell is going on? So the folks was like, either y'all gonna calm down or y'all going to jail. So Trucka calm the fuck down. And was like, man, this is stupid. So, everybody walks out the room, they leave. Tabitha looks at Trucka. She like, you know what the fuck happened, right? You know the people got our fucking baby. And Trucka was like, you think they found us? She like, what the fuck else could have happened? Like, this shit ain't making no sense. Like, we gonna have to go to them people our goddamn self and get our fucking baby back. So Trucka like, bet. So he goes out there and he tell the daughter, hey, my wife want to be discharged right now. And they like, we don't think it's good for her to be discharged. She just had a baby. No, she fine. Discharge her. We ready to be discharged right now. People came in there. They were like, we got paperwork for you to sign. You refusing treatment. You trying to leave. We just want to make sure we cover our ass and sign the paperwork. Say you want to leave. She signed the fucking paperwork. They gave her shit. She was discharged. Her and Trucka jumped in the car and they drove 4 hours to the other state to these folks to get to this damn women's office. They get to the other state probably like 6:30. They are flushing to the women's office. They get to the street and turn on the street where the women's office is, and they see a building with a high fence around it and a big ass for sale sign on the front of the fence. The fuck? They looking at the building. Building's empty. It's for sale. What the fuck are these people? Nothing. Couldn't find these people at all. Went to the police. These people was never fucking existed. The names that she was given, that they gave her, nothing. No such people at all. No such fucking people. Eventually, the cops thought her and Trucka was losing their fucking mind. After talking to the hospital, and the hospital saying she lost her son, and they was, they took it hard and they didn't want to believe it. After all that, then, motherfuckers were classified as crazy. You only had one baby. You never had a twin. You never had twins. You only had one baby. Never could find the fucking people. Never could find the fucking people. No way to locate these folks at all. Every number that they had was disconnected. Every office she ever went to for her pregnancy was fucking empty. Everything. They couldn't find one trace, one inkling of these people at all. Shit was sad. But out of nowhere, 3 years later, Tabitha get pregnant on her own. Out of nowhere. Just happens. She got pregnant with twins. Instantly, she feared for them damn children. She couldn't find Che. Che was nowhere to be fucking found. She couldn't find the people that took Che. And now here I am pregnant with twins again. Her and Trucka was scared as shit. They were scared shitless. So what she decided to do was get a doula. She decided to have her babies at home. Natural, where she can keep a fucking eye on them. And she had twins. Both of them came out healthy. 2 baby girls came out healthy. And she named one of them Che. But that was the only way they had children. And this just happened out of nowhere. No help from a vitro. No eating a lot of potassium. Nothing. They weren't doing shit. Just fucking like regular couples. And she got pregnant out of nowhere. But they never seen Che again. But they never gave up on Che and trying to find her. They had no pictures of Che. Che could be Che. We wouldn't even fucking know it. They had no pictures of this baby. They had just had the baby. They had no pictures, no way to locate this baby. Didn't even have time to look at the baby long enough to see if it was a damn birthmark on the baby to identify the baby. Nothing. They had nothing. Nothing to go off of. So they ended up having twin girls. And that was that they never, dealt with that shit. They didn't feel comfortable enough to go to the hospital to have the baby. They had the baby at home, a water birth. They had the baby at home with a doula, with a water birth. This doula was cross-referenced 1,000 times through everybody's system just so they can make sure this woman was truly who the fuck she said she was. And she was an awesome doula. She stayed with them. She was there throughout the night to help. Awesome fucking doula. And that's how they got their kids. But they've never forgotten Che. But they don't have any Only memory they have a chair in their head. These folks will never seen again. Che could be Che. Che could be Miss D. Che could be any fucking body at this point. Don't nobody know. So, that was you guys' second story. This is your brief intermission where you're going to go to the bathroom, get your son a drink, tip your auntie, refill your shot glasses, refill your hookah and your wine glasses, and meet me back here in 3 minutes for the last story of the night. Hey, Arthur. Nudes. Been binge watching your channel for a week now, and I just called live. Thank you for the stories. Auntie, you are so welcome, love. Welcome to the family. So, you know, it's bro, you got brothers in here. You got brothers and homeboys in here, because we one big happy family. You got brothers in here. It ain't just a bunch of women and you. You got brothers in here too. So don't feel left out. They in here. Oh, okay. Let me check my cash out. Thank you, Destiny. Already sent, which makes a total of 13. Destiny has now upped the ante. She has 13. So she has officially come over to the top, to the biggest tipper so far with $13. Thank you, Destiny. So anybody willing to test Destiny or not? Can't be a punk all your damn life. But hey. Yes, the little girls are identical twins. They are identical. The only difference in the girls is one has like a birthmark right on the side of her head. So it's like a light mark right on the side of her head. And that's how you tell them apart, because she has her birthmark up here. So that's how you're able to tell them apart. Yo, auntie, I'm new to the group all the way from Queens. And wow, welcome, Marcus. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All the way from up north. Yes, what I'm talking about. Here to hang with the family, listen to these stories, baby. Welcome, love. Welcome to the family. Like I just told your other brother, it is other brothers in here for you. So you ain't by yourself, Marcus. There's other men in here. You know, besides all these beautiful women, there are some homeboys and some homies and some cousins and some brothers in here. You know what I'm saying? So just reach out and your brothers will reach back out to you. So thank you, love, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I always love my newbies. Yes, not a New York family member. Yes, a New York family member. We got one. Every time I'm still in the lead. Who in the lead, moderators? Who in the lead? I know my moderators been keeping up. Who in the lead, moderators? Evelyn came with the $9.99 and another $5. So we're gonna round it up to 15. So Destiny, Evelyn just hit with 15, baby. So she just knocked you out the running for the big tipper. Just wanted to let you know. Marcus, you got a relative. Jersey says she's from New Jersey. So you ain't by yourself. We got some up north people in here. All right, guys. It's 9 o'clock, the last story of the night. So if y'all are ready, give them thumbs. And if you came in to listen to the story and didn't close the door, please get your ass up and close the door. And if you want to know what I mean by closing the door, I mean thumbs up the live. So I should be getting 2 thumbs from your ass like Kevin Gates. 2 thumbs. I should be getting them if you ain't already gave them. Everybody else, let me get those thumbs and let me know you're ready. I'm in the South Carolina. No. It's all right, Arthur. Just don't take your ass to Lake Lanier. You should live as long as you don't take your ass to Lake Lanier. Here come Tasha. Here come Big Stepper Tasha. Y'all know how Tasha is when she stepping this shit, when she dropping the game. So Evelyn, Tasha just clothesline shit at you with $20. That just knocked your 15 right on out the running, and she just jumped right over your ass with them $20. So Evelyn, look, Evelyn to my no, Tasha, you know when Tasha jumping this shit and going down. Look, Cloud, look at Trey talking about, oh shit, Tasha in the lead. Tasha jump on motherfucking heads when she get in here, man. We just stand back and let Tasha do her thing. She come in and kick ass. So Jersey talking about, ain't Tasha. Y'all know. Yes, Nino, clothesline Evelyn's $15 like it was shit. Just DDT like WWF real quick. Oh my goodness, y'all a mess. Philly rapping. Oh shit, Keto. Philly rapping too. Every time I knock the shit out of me. Y'all trip, man. Y'all know when Big Step of Tasha shows up, man. Motherfucker gotta move, boy. Cause she coming through like y'all gotta spread, y'all gotta part like the Red Sea. Let her ass come on through. Look, tell her to my dang, I'm broke today. Look, she want a battle too. Like the live. Okay. Are we ready for the last story of the night, guys? Let me get them thumbs. Y'all ain't giving out them thumbs. Let me get them thumbs so I can know everybody is ready. Some of y'all might still be in the bathroom. Get your ass out the bathroom. Zip it, flip it, flush, and wash your damn hands. And hurry up. Moderators, please get this troll out of my damn live. Thank you. Nito, you forgot one more. Just get that one too. Thank you. Thank you, Trey. Fucking see, fail. That's why we got the moderators. Because you got some old nasty ass trolls that want to come in here with these fucking sex sites. So, yeah, that's why we got moderators to, you know what I'm saying, remove them motherfuckers and report them motherfuckers so we won't have to keep dealing with that. All right. So, the last story of the night. Have everybody got their tips in with Auntie before the last story of the night? And just to let y'all know, just another reminder, y'all only have 3 days until my birthday. So you got 3 days to get your auntie a gift. You can go on over to that Amazon wish list and pick out your auntie something for her birthday. Because if I don't get something for my fucking birthday, please believe the next story that y'all asses are in that don't get me nothing for my birthday, you're going to die. You're going to die. The upper room. You're going to send your ass to the upper room. So. But I still love y'all. Just want to put it out there. Okay. Yeah, they always trolling. Dusty, dry pussy bitches can never just pull dick on their own. Got to be all on somebody's live trying to advertise that funky shit. Don't nobody want that. Oh, you got to advertise that cock. That shit is no good. Like, ugh. So what's the highest amount? The highest amount right now is $20, Sophie. And that is with Big Tasha. With Big Tasha stomping through, clotheslining the shit out of people. So there you go. Then you know who it is. So you can run up on Tasha. 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 Evelyn J came back like Karate Kid on your ass. Drop kicked you in your chin, made your teeth click, bitch. You got to do something about that. Evelyn said, I'll be damned not today. Evelyn said, not today. And I don't know who you thought you was. She like, I don't know what. Look, I ain't going. I'm going out without a fight. Okay, Evelyn. Evelyn said she don't know what you thought it was, Tasha. But this ain't that. Oh, my goodness. Y'all ain't fucking true. Not make her teeth click. Oh my goodness, little Tasha talking about Evelyn isn't playing, fam. Well, Evelyn's in the league with $25. Tasha, just to let you know. All righty, guys. So the last story of the night. Not in auntie voice. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, shit, Tasha. She testing your gangster, bull. She testing your gangster. All right, guys. So the last story of the night. Here we go. Our last story of the night has Karmin, Chastain, and Tasha. Tasha. So... did Tasha just come back? Jersey, you spoke too late, boo. Cause Tasha like, fuck what you heard. I'm in the building. I'm fighting back. Tasha said she fighting back. Suki to my oot. Yes, Suki. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Evelyn, I think Tasha just yeah, she just put your ass in a full Nelson and broke you down real quick, like your ass tapping out. Are you tapping out? Are you tapping out? Cause she got that full Nelson locked tight, like. Okay, Nino, keep it count. Nino, Nino, keep it count. Okay, Nino. All righty. Look, this is my Evelyn. What you got? What you got? All right. Not Tasha played the draw 4 Uno. Y'all so stupid. Y'all so fucking stupid. Look at somebody finish her. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all got me crying in here, man. I can't. Oh goodness. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. Okay, the last story of the night has Tasha, Chastain, and Karmin. Y'all got me laughing so hard. I'm hot. Tasha, Chastain, and Karmin. This is you guys' story. So, Karmin and Tasha were dating. Been dating for a while, got married. And, you know, their life was going good. Pretty much it was going good. But no babies. They had friends that had babies, and they wanted a baby too. It was like, we want a fucking baby. But unfortunately, Tasha couldn't carry. Tasha couldn't get pregnant. And yeah, Karmin is the stud, so Karmin was about to get pregnant. But, you know, they was, you know, trying to see out what avenues they could take. You know what I'm saying? Is she 5 up on me? Is she 5 up on Nino? Keep up with it, Nino, because I can tell the story. You're not a fool, Nelson. You're so silly. So they tried all avenues. Yep, Nino said yep. They tried all avenues to get pregnant, but you know, Tasha couldn't get pregnant. So Tasha was telling her family about it, you know, how she really wanted a baby and she couldn't have a baby. And one of her cousins referred her to a family friend. She was like, you know, Chastain ain't got no children. She's single. You know what I'm saying? Won't you ask her to carry our baby? Like, girl, that is a big fucking ass. How do you just ask somebody something like that? Like, that is a big fucking ass. I'm going to ask the lady, can she stretch her body out for 9 months and carry something that belongs to me inside her fucking body? Like, that's a lot. But her cousin, this relative was like, you know, ain't no harm in asking. Y'all say y'all trying all avenues, ain't no harm in asking. So before they went to the Chastain, Karmin went to her brother and she asked her brother, you know what I'm saying? She told her brother what the situation was, how they been trying to get pregnant, you know. And the brother said he would give up his sperm so that she can get pregnant because they would feel more comfortable with it being a family member versus somebody they just picked out of a system. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, he would do it for them. You know, they were super excited. And, you know, Tasha goes over and talks to Chastain and, you know, let Chastain know everything that was going on. Told her she knew, you know, it would probably be uncomfortable, but, you know, she just wanted to ask just to see. Chastain says yes. She said, what? Sure. Anything to help the family, I sure would. And Tasha was floored. Like, are you serious? She's like, yes, girl, that's nothing. I would be honored. So Tasha was super excited. She came home. She told Karmin. Chastain said she gonna do it. All we gotta do is take her to the doctor and see if she's physically healthy. You know, she don't have anything going on with her, and we should be able to go ahead and inject her with the semen from your brother, and there's our baby. So Karmin was happy. They were happy. They took her to the doctor. She's completely healthy. Says she can carry a healthy baby to term. You know, no issues, no high blood pressure, none of that stuff. So they were super excited, and you know, they went to the clinic, and she was injected with Karmin's brother's sperm. So they do this. Maybe like 2 months later, Chastain calls Tasha and tells Tasha she ain't been feeling good. She's like, I've been feeling awful. I've been really tired. I ain't been able to keep nothing down. And instantly Tasha got like, did you take a pregnancy test? Did you take a pregnancy test? And Chastain was like, no, I mean, I just thought I wasn't feeling good. She like, girl, I'm on the way. So Tasha hurried up and jump in the car. Her and Karmin jump in the car, and they stop and get a pregnancy test, and they flush over to Chastain's house. When they get to Chastain's house, she just laying on the couch, looking drained and tired. So Tasha like, we got a pregnancy test. Take the pregnancy test and see if you're pregnant. She goes in the back, take the pregnancy test, and boom, she's pregnant. You pregnant? You pregnant? She's pregnant. So they go to the doctor. The doctor tells them, get a real test done. The doctor's like, yeah, she's pregnant. Like, oh my God, you pregnant with our baby. Like, oh my God. And Chastain was super happy. The brother found out and he was happy. The whole family was happy when they heard she was pregnant. Like, everybody was fucking happy. And things were going good. The first trimester, Tasha and Karmin went to every doctor's appointment with Chastain. They went to like everything. If she needed something to eat when she was at home, they brought groceries. Whatever she needed, they was there for her beck and call to make sure everything goes smoothly and no problem. And everything was going smoothly and no problem until going into the third trimester. Now, when they go into the third trimester, Chastain has started to stay at their house, like stay night over at their house. She was saying that she started staying night over at their house because Tasha wanted to feel the baby all the time. She wanted to feel the baby kick. She couldn't go through none of that, so she wanted to feel the baby kick. She wanted to always listen to, coming in and rub her stomach in the middle of the night. Just, that's what she wanted to do. So Chastain started staying over at their house more often. Well, one night when Tasha was at work and Karmin came home, Chastain was laying on the couch with her bra and underwears on. And instantly Karmin felt uncomfortable and she told Chastain, you need to go put something on. Chastain, like, it's just super hot. I do have your baby in my stomach. That is two people bringing in body heat. Like, it's hot as shit. And Karmin was like, well, I'll turn the air on. Just go put some clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Fine. So Karmin goes down the hallway, turn the air on. She goes into her room. She pushed the door up, started taking her clothes off, to get ready for bed and shit. And as she's taking her clothes off, she starts to feel hands rubbing her shoulders. So she looks back and it's Chastain. And she's like, what are you doing? And Chastain was like, you look tired. I just wanted to, rub your shoulders. I know they probably hurt. You've been stressed and everything. And Karmin felt uncomfortable. She was like, you need to back up. You need to just fucking back up and get up out of here. Like, that's inappropriate. You shouldn't even be in here. And Chastain was like, well, you ain't have to act like that. I was trying to look out for you. And she stormed on out of the room. So when Tasha got home, Karmin off the rip, let her know what was going on. Look, your friend tried me today. She on some bullshit. I don't know what's going on with her, but she tried me today. So Tasha got pissed off and Tasha go in the room with Chastain at and check Chastain about that shit. She like, how dare you, try my wife like that? Who the fuck does that? You supposed to be my friend. Why would you do something like that? And it was a big ass argument, like Chastain and God, thank you, Evelyn. And Evelyn is officially coming to punch your ass in the face, Tasha. You better do something. Tasha, Evelyn just rung your doorbell like ding dong, and when you came to the door, it was like back. But okay, but they have like this big ass fight, like this big argument, you know what I'm saying? And Tasha was like, I feel like you should just, go home, start being at home. I don't want you to spend night over here no more. Like, that was real that was real inappropriate what you did. You made my wife feel uncomfortable in her own home. I don't feel like what she did with the woo. Y'all see the woo. Evelyn. Tasha just kicked you in the stomach like, boom, bitch. And what you gonna do? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, guys, wait. Okay, wait, here we go. Okay, so and so they get into this big argument, and she tells Chastain, you need to go home. It's very inappropriate what you did. And, you know, we'll just, at this point on, we will just handle this shit. You know, we'll see you at the doctor's appointment. And when it's time to have a baby, we'll be there. But, you know, for you, like, coming over, that's out of the question from this point on. Like, what you did was fucked up. And Chastain was like, whatever. That's fine. Whatever. And she storms out of the house. So Tasha instantly go back there with Karmin and she's worried. She's like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like she's carrying our baby. Like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like, maybe she's gonna act dumb. Or she's gonna stop going to the doctor's appointments just to hurt me, you know, just to hurt us about what happened. And Karmin like, no, you know, she's a family friend. She wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wouldn't do that. So, okay, cool. A couple of days later, it's supposed to be a doctor's appointment. Karmin and Tasha goes up to the doctor, sit in the waiting room. They waiting on Chastain to show up. But Chastain don't show up. So they go to the doctor, ask the doctor, did she call and reschedule? Doctor like, no, we ain't heard from her. Okay. They go over to her house, knock on the door for Chastain. Nobody answers. Karmin looks through the window and she sees everything is gone. Everything is gone. She like, Chastain ain't there. Like, look. And they look through the window. Everything was gone. Tasha just dropped to the ground. No, she got my baby. She got my baby. How can she do this? She got my baby. That's my baby. That baby don't belong to her. Like, Tasha was losing her shit. Karmin was pissed off. They was calling, you know, the family. Hey, call her mama. Call her daddy. Call somebody. Ask them where the fuck she at. We need to find her. And they called around and everybody was like, we ain't heard from her. We ain't seen her. You know what I'm saying? They called the police. They let the police know. Thank you, Evelyn. She's talking about there's always another day. Thank you, Evelyn. You put up a brave fight, love. You put up a very brave fight. Very brave fight. So, you know, they called the police. They let the police know, hey, you know, she was our surrogate. You know, she was supposed to be going back and forth to the doctor. She didn't show up to the doctor. We went to her house. She done moved. She's pregnant with our child. We ain't able to find her. We need to file a report. You know what I'm saying? So they filed a missing report to file Chastain. They filed a missing report and, you know, let the doctors know. So if she showed up there, they can call, you know, pretty much put everybody on the radar and let them know to look out for Chastain. But of course, Karmin and Tasha still rolled the streets in the neighborhood trying to see if they can find her. You know, nothing. Now it's getting closer to the time for Chastain to give birth. And Tasha's worried because they haven't been able to find her. They ain't been able to locate her. She ain't been to the doctors in like 2 to 3 months. So they like worried, you know, she ain't been to the doctor in a while and they worried about this shit. Like, what is going to happen? Like, what is she going to do? Like, Karmin is like, just calm down. You know, if something happens, she got to go to the hospital. You know, they'll find her there. So now it's coming up on the day, like maybe 3 days before she's supposed to give birth. And Tasha she ain't been able to work. She's been worried the whole time. Like, I hope she's taking care of herself. I hope she's taking care of the baby. And, you know, Karmin come home, she see Tasha still in this same little rut, you know, worried. And she goes over to console her. She's like, it's all right, baby. Everything going to be okay. It's all right. And while she's telling her everything going to be okay, it's all right, the phone ring. So Karmin picks up the phone. And she's like, hello? You did? Where? Right now? Okay. We on the way right now. We on the way. She hangs up the phone. Tasha like, what? She's like, the police, that was the police. They found Chastain. What? They found her. They found Chastain. We need to get to the police station right now. So they jump in the car and they rush to the police station. When they get to the police station, the police is standing at the front. You know, he like, are you guys, you know, the ones that filed a missing for the surrogate? And they like, yeah, where is she? Is she still pregnant? Does she have our baby? You know, and all of a sudden you hear screaming coming through the door, like, let me go. And they turn around and look, and it's Chastain. But it don't look like the Chastain they know. This Chastain is in a dirty nightgown. Like, it used to be white, but she worked on a car and that shit or something. It's just a dirty fucking nightgown. Her hair is long and wild as shit all over her fucking head. She has blood on her fucking nightgown. So instantly Tasha's like, What the fuck happened? What is going on? And they take Chastain on to the back to like a holding cell. And they come out and they tell Karmin and Tasha that they found her at some man's house. They said a neighbor called and complained that there was screaming, reported that there was screaming going on from a woman next door. So they pulled up to check to see what was going on. They said they went to the door and they knocked on the door and you heard the woman scream again. So they just kicked the door in to go in and see what was going on. When they get in there, they say it was all type of demonic symbols drawn on the wall, all type of stars with the circles. You know what I'm talking about? All that shit was drawn all over the wall. They said when they got to the back where she was, it was a whole demonic symbol drawn on her belly. She had a knife in her hand and she was screaming, "This baby belongs to the devil." She was repeating it when the police ran like to get her and take the knife from her and shit, and they get her and put handcuffs on her, and she came out the door screaming, this baby belongs to the devil. This baby belongs to the devil. He belongs to my father. Like, she was all kind of fucking wacky by the time they got her. So Tasha was like, what the fuck is gonna happen now? Like, what do we do at this point? The police is like, this bitch is bananas. Y'all really want, you know what I'm saying? Y'all really want to, this bitch is bananas. So while they are telling them, we think y'all should just try to see if y'all can get her evaluated, all of a sudden you hear screaming coming from the back. It's police running past the door. So the police they was talking to like, hold on, I'll be right back. And he runs off with the rest of the cops. Then he come back. He like, she's going into labor. We'll call the ambulance. Ambulance coming to get her. We're going to take her to this hospital. Y'all meet us there. And he runs back out. So they hurry up and they jump in the car and they rush to the hospital. When they get to the hospital, they are rolling Chastain ass in, and she's still screaming the same shit. This baby belongs to the devil. This baby belongs to the devil. She trying to fight. It's like nurses holding her arm down as they roll her ass into the room to give birth. So they roll Chastain in now. She gives birth to a little boy. This little boy comes out blind. Now, when she was going to the doctor, baby was perfectly healthy. Wasn't nothing wrong with the baby. But now, when she had the baby come out blind, full-blown blind. Eyes are cloudy, white looking, full-blown blind. Baby can't see shit. Tasha and Karmin was heartbroken because they was like, this baby was fine before she ran off into this fucking escapade that she got into. But now the baby's blind. The baby was born blind. The doctor said that Chastain had several STDs that went untreated that affected the baby and caused blindness. And now the baby's blind. So Tasha and Karmin was heartbroken, but they was happy that the baby was alive. They still get their baby. He's blind, but we're gonna do what we gotta do. So they give them the baby, and Chastain ass go to jail. So she's locked up. So they get the baby and they bring the baby home. Baby was weird. Baby cried all the fucking time. Even when the baby was eating, baby changed the baby. Baby would cry all the time. Even when the baby was asleep, the baby would whine in his sleep. They couldn't understand what the fuck was going on. Baby got like 2 years old, about 2-3 years old. They decided to put the baby in daycare so that they can work. Put the baby in daycare. Every day they was being called from the daycare. Something had happened. They baby had bit somebody. They baby had, hit a child in the head. Your baby got fits of rage. We told the baby to stop. The baby had fits of rage and, scream out and be very angry and bite on people that tried to grab the baby. So they told him, after going through that shit for a while, they told Tasha and them, we tried, but we can't do it. We can't keep doing it with your baby. Your baby biting people and shit. We can't keep doing it. So they basically kicked the baby out of damn daycare. So now it's like, we got to find a babysitter to come to the house and watch the baby. Okay, cool. Off the rip, they was going to find a babysitter, but Tasha was like, no. Let's just wait. Let's try to find another daycare. They put this baby in 3 other daycares. Baby was kicked out of all the goddamn daycare. Now we roll around to 5 years old. It's time for this baby to go to school. Okay? Baby goes to school. Same situation, throwing pencils at kids, pulling children's hair, just fits of rage. The teachers couldn't control. We would kick and scream and fuss, hit the teachers all in the face, and teachers was like, y'all have to do something about this. Like, child is not allowed back up here until y'all get this baby some type of help, figure out what the fuck going on. This is crazy. Like, this shit don't make no sense. And Tasha and Karmin is going to bat for the baby like he's blind. He couldn't possibly be doing all this shit y'all think he's doing. He's blind. And they like, yeah, well, he's doing it. Okay. All right. So they coming home from the school upset, trying to figure out what the fuck. Like, why is the baby so fucking upset? Why he always angry like this? What the fuck is going on? And they are at a red light, and they are arguing, like talking about this shit, trying to figure out what the fuck they gonna do. And while they are talking about this shit, looking at each other, the baby says, green light. They just keep talking, and then she pulls off, and she's like, I don't understand what the fuck. And, wait a minute. And they both like, stop. Like, what you say? And the baby was like, green light. I was telling you it was a green light. So you can go. So Tasha pulls the car over. She looks at Karmin. They look at the baby. Take the baby shades down. Baby eyes still cloudy white, ain't got a pupil the first. And they like, how you know the light was green, baby? The baby like, I saw the light green. You saw the light? The baby like, yeah, I saw the light was green. I said, I know colors. How? Huh? The baby was like, the light was green. Like, the light was green, mama. What's the problem? So Tasha and Karmin, instead of going home, drive straight to the hospital. Hey, we had a blind baby. This baby was born blind, been blind all his damn life, but today he told us he could see color. So the doctors do their examination on the eyes, and they check, and they like, it's fucking impossible. That baby's blind as shit. It's fucking impossible for that baby to see color. That baby's blind. They're like, right now, the baby's blind. Right now, your baby's blind. The veins in his eyes is too weak. Like, half the veins in his eyes have already been destroyed. He can't see. I don't know what y'all talking about. The baby can't see. So Karmin and Tasha started looking at each other like, that's weird because the light was green. But y'all saying he can't see, but he's saying he can. Okay, whatever. So they go on to the house and they start testing the baby. What color this is? Yellow? What color this is? Red? What the fuck? Karmin like, hell no. The doctor must be wrong. We gotta get a second opinion. They take him to an ophthalmologist. That doctor look. The doctor like, yeah, your baby blind as a bat. Yeah, he's blind. No, doc, our baby's not blind. He can see. Doctor like, impossible. Okay, well, you think we're lying? Show him something and ask him what color it is. They pull the thing up and they asked the baby, what color is this? And he was like, I can't see it. I'm blind. Karmin and Tasha looked at each other. Stop playing, man. Tell these folk what color that is. And the baby like, I can't see it, Mom. Really, I'm blind. I can't see it. So the ophthalmologist is like looking at the parent, looking at Karmin and Tasha like, we all know some parents want their child to heal and be better. And it's like, no, that's not what the fuck we doing. He can see. Nobody believe that shit. They get in the car and ask him why he lied. And he said he didn't lie. He said he can't see. Now they starting to feel some type of way about the baby. Like he on this bullshit. What the fuck is going on? So, whatever. Then they started to notice a few months later that a lot of missing posters were showing up in the neighborhood. A lot of small animals was coming up missing. Cats, dogs, rabbits, all kind of small animals coming up missing in the neighborhood. Don't nobody know what the fuck happened to the damn animals. Nobody know. But this goes on for like a year. Animals just coming up missing in the damn neighborhood. Now this baby like about 7 years old. And they are, Karmin and Tasha's working more now. Like they pulling in more hours and they can't, be at home with the baby. So they get a babysitter. A little old lady, get the babysitter. She comes and, they tell her he has to go to bed at 9. He has school tomorrow. Make sure he eat. Make sure he take a bath, all that shit. And they're like, okay, I'll do that. And they go to work. While they at work, they get a phone call. Answer the phone. It's the police. Police tell them they need to get to the house right now. So Karmin and Tasha rushes from work and they get to the house. When they get to the house, it's all kind of crime scene, tape up. Police is going in, not the house. They run up to the house. Police like, you can't go through crime scene tape. They like, we live here. So the detectives see, they say they live here and they come out. They like, where's our son? Where is our son? And like, the son is over there, in the ambulance. And Tasha get ready to run to him. It's like, but the police was like, wait, ma'am, I need to talk to y'all. And she's like, what? What is it? I need to go check on my son. And he like, your son is fine. I need to talk to y'all though. And they're like, what is the problem? What's going on? And he was like, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but y'all babysitter, the lady, the old lady that was watching him, because he said that was his babysitter, right? And they were like, yeah. It's like, well, the babysitter, she had a accident tonight. And unfortunately, she lost her life. She lost her life. So Karmin and Tasha like, what? Like, yeah, she had an accident. What type of fucking accident? They like, she fell down the basement stairs and broke her neck. Tasha was thinking basement stairs are concrete. The basement is concrete. So when they heard that, it was like, oh shit. She was kind of old too. They like, yeah, that's what we figured. She tried to go down the stairs and missed her step and fell down to the bottom of the stairs and, broke her neck. So, that's what happened. They go over and check on the little boy. He's sitting there like, he's fine. They're like, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, I'm fine. What's going on? I'm fine. And they like, don't worry about it. It's okay. And, everything, police chops it up to accidental fault, death. You know what I'm saying? And they go on. Now, it's getting to a point where they don't, really want to bring anyone else in the house to have any more accidents or anything like that, because the babysitter that did fall, her family started talking about a lawsuit, you know what I'm saying? Because she fell and died in their house. Maybe the house was unsafe, type of shit. So they didn't feel comfortable inviting no more babysitters in. So Karmin said, since I'm working in the daytime and you work at night, we can swap. You know what I'm saying? I stay with him at night, you stay with him in the daytime. Okay, cool. He goes to school anyway. When he get out at 2:30, Tasha's there with him until about 5 o'clock. When Karmin gets home, then Tasha goes on to work, and that's how they gonna do it. So that's how they do it. The first couple nights, everything seemed pretty smooth. He go to bed like he's supposed to. No arguments, no problem, no nothing. One night, Tasha is getting ready to go to work, and the little boy is telling her he don't want her to go. He like, no, you need to stay home. She's like, I gotta go to work, baby. Who gonna pay for all the stuff you need? And he like, don't worry about that. You need to stay at home. I want you to be here with me. I don't want you to leave. She's like, I gotta go. And the little boy got pissed off. He stormed up the steps. He stomped up the fucking steps, mad as hell, and went on to the room and slammed the door. Karmin tells Tasha, don't worry about it. Just going on to work. He'll be all right. Tasha looks at Karmin. You sure? Like, yeah, I'm sure he'll be all right. He's just throwing his fit like kids do. He okay. So Tasha leaves and she goes on to work. Karmin's at home with him. Karmin's watching TV and shit. Everything seems pretty smooth. Tasha called Karmin, check on Karmin and them, see how they doing. Karmin like, he in the bed. I'm downstairs watching TV, waiting on you to get home. She like, well, I'll be there in like an hour and a half, so, I'll be there soon. She like, okay, cool. Okay. So Tasha gets done with work. She comes home. She turns on her street, and the street is full with the fire department, ambulance, police, all type of lights on this damn street. So she's driving down the street like, oh, I hope whoever it is all right. But she noticed that she got further on down the street, all these cars was in her fucking driveway. Lined up, coming on down the street. So she like, what the fuck? She stops in the middle of the street. She jumps out the car. She runs up to the house. What the fuck is going on? Police is like, who are you? She like, I live here. The fuck is going on? Police is like, ma'am, I need you to sit down. No, I don't need to sit down. Where's my wife? Where's my son? Ma'am, I need you to sit down. No, tell me where the fuck my wife and son is. That's all I need to know right now. Where's my wife and son? So the police is like, ma'am, I need you to sit down. She refused to sit down. She wouldn't sit down. He like, fine. Ma'am, I'm sorry to tell you, but your wife is dead. What? She like, hell no. What the fuck is you talking about? My wife is alive. I just talked to her like an hour and a half ago. She fine. I'm like, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. What the fuck? Where's my son? He's over in the ambulance being checked out. What the fuck happened? Apparently, well, to us, when we got to the house, your son called 911. And when we got here, we noticed he was standing in front of the door, and he told us he was blind. So we escorted him out the house and, into the yard with another cop. So we come into the house, and we got ready to come around the corner to go upstairs. We noticed your wife at the bottom of the stairs, and like her neck had been broken. You shitting me? Like, no, ma'am. Like, her neck like it was damn near turned all the way around. What? No. So she tried to rush in the house, but the police stopped her. And the ambulance people are coming out, the coroner people are coming out with the body bag on a gurney. And she's screaming like, no. She runs over to the gurney and she unzipped the bag and they pulling her away. And sure as shit, Karmin is in the bag. She just drops to the floor and starts screaming, oh, no, Karmin, no. And the police is like, calm down, it's okay, calm down. No, Karmin, no. So, she goes over and she instantly like rushes to her son and she's like, what happened? You know what happened? What happened? And he's like, I don't know what happened. And the police is like, well, man, when we came in, after we found your wife at, foot of the stairs, we started to look around the house and we noticed your back door was open. It looked like, somebody may have forced your back door open. So we thinking it may be like a home invasion. They just didn't know your son was in the house. What? Yeah, because the back door was open. There was glass on the floor. So I'm pretty sure it was a home invasion that went bad. Did you, check out, like, come look at your wife's body. So she calms herself and she go look. She look at her up and down. She's like, where's the wedding ring? And they like, she had a wedding ring on? Yeah, she pulled out her phone, pulled up a picture, like, see, this was her wedding band. She had it on her hand. She never took it off. Police was like, bet, we know to look for that in pawn shops, so we'll figure out who the fuck did this. All right, fine. So she goes on. They said they're going to take the little boy to the hospital because he was trembling so bad. His heart rate was racing, so they wanted to take him to the hospital to check him out. Take him to the hospital, check him out. Tasha asked him what happened. He said he don't know. He was in the room asleep. He didn't hear nothing, until he heard Karmin scream. He said when he heard Karmin scream, he screamed out for Karmin 3 times. She didn't respond, so he just called 911. So she's like, okay, did you hear any other people in the house? And he was like, I wasn't listening for that. I was just trying to get help for mom. You know what I'm saying? Okay. She left it at that. Okay. So on his 14th birthday, Tasha decides she's going to throw a birthday party for him in the backyard. So she gets all these, table and everything. She's going to the backyard to set up everything when she noticed a lot of holes that looked like they had been dug up and covered. Bunch of them in the backyard. Like, what the fuck? So she goes over to the hole. She don't see no plants coming out out the ground. What the fuck? She starts to dig this shit up. And it's a dead dog in her backyard. And she started to look around, and it's like 15 to 20 fucking holes in her backyard. And it's like, what the fuck? This is where all the neighborhood dogs been going? Like, this is all the neighborhood, animals been going to? What the fuck? So instantly, she think of her son. He had to do this shit. She rushes in the house and go upstairs and go in his room and start to go through his shit. And she finds Karmin's wedding band in his drawer under his underwear. She finds the wedding band. The wedding band that was supposed to have been stolen by these fucking home invaders. But there's the fucking wedding band, sure as shit, under his underwear. So what the fuck? She called the police. She let the police know everything that she found in her backyard. Let them know what she thought was going on. Let them know she found her wife ring in her son's drawer. And the only way it could have been in there is if he was the one that killed Karmin. So the police is like, where is he now? She like, he should be on his way home from school. So the police like, we're on the way. We're going to come to the house and we'll get him when he get home. And she's like, okay, cool. She sat on the front porch. She wanted to be the first one to see this little boy so she could slap the shit out of him or whatever she wanted to do. So she sat on the front porch with her arms folded. The police was down the street around the corner so he couldn't see, so the cars and shit wouldn't be noticed or anything. Why the little boy never came home? why he never came home. So they called the school. School says he never got on the bus. They only had video of him walking down the street away from the school, but he didn't get in the car with anybody. He walks all the way down the street until he walk out of frame. They ride up and down the streets. The cops ride all around the neighborhood. This little boy was nowhere to be found. And they was telling him like he couldn't go far. He's blind. He can't see. He couldn't go far. He went so far. And she ain't seen him no more. He went that far. She ain't never seen him no more. By the time he would have been turning 18, 19 years old, Tasha had to let it go. Because she was like, even if I did see him on the streets, I wouldn't know who he is. I wouldn't know what he looked like now. He could have changed himself. She left it at that. After 18, she looking at that shit like, if he do anything, it can't fall back on me. I'm free and clear at 18, so his trouble is his trouble. She felt like he killed, her wife. She started to calculate he killed the babysitter, all these animals in the fucking neighborhood. She was just happy to be done with him. She never seen this little boy again. She don't know what became of this little boy. She don't know anything. She don't know if he ever got his sight back. She don't know nothing. Ain't seen him since he was 14. So she moved on with her life and left it at that. Ain't never heard another word from this little boy. Although DFACS and everybody got involved thinking maybe she had did something to the little boy, but after they seen the footage from school of him walking off on his own recognizance and nobody coached him to leave, and he walked off on his own, they cleared her and said, she didn't have nothing to do with it because she was calling the cops at the same time his ass was leaving the school. The cops pulled right up to the house. She was there, you know what I'm saying? So they said that Tasha didn't have anything to do with it. They filed a missing persons report and they searched until those fucking missing posters went old and wrinkled. And by the time he turned 19, he wasn't a missing child almost. So I guess they stopped looking for him. I don't know. Tasha just says that she says it's fucked up for her to say, but she was glad he was gone. That's exactly how she put it. She was just glad he was gone. She was like, you never know. If she hadn't called the police and he came home and she tried to question him about all them dead animals in the yard, or even tried to question him about, Karmin, he could have flipped and killed her. So she was like, maybe, it was a reason he didn't come home. Maybe it was to save me, for him to not come home. Maybe that was God's way of keeping me safe from him. So she never even picked up a phone to call anybody to say, have you seen my child? She was just hoping he didn't show up in that time frame of them 4 years where she would have to still be responsible for him. She was just hoping he didn't show up before then. Once he turned 18, a weight was lifted. Like, now if he do anything or if he shows up, they can't force his crazy ass to come live with me. And she was just happy about that. She's never seen the little boy. She was fine with that. DFACS eventually dropped that shit later on down the line. Police stopped looking. He became a fucking thought. And probably living his life right now. Probably hurting small animals in the neighborhood right now, or people. Who the fuck knows? She don't. All that Tasha can say is she feel like when Chastain went missing with the baby, she felt like Chastain did something. Went to some cult people or cursed her baby or something. She just feel like from the time Chastain went missing to the time they found her, she had the baby, something happened in that time frame that Chastain did that caused the baby to come out blind and act the way he acted. So she just left it at that. After, he turned 18 and everything, and, she felt like she was done with it. She looked up, the jail that Chastain was in, because Chastain had got a lot of time. Chastain got like 25 years. And she looked up the website to see, if they still had Chastain picture up and shit, stuff like that. And she didn't see Chastain picture up. So she called him and asked, was she still there? Why these folks say they released Chastain 5 years ago? Said Chastain got out 5 years ago. Roughly around the time that baby boy didn't come home. But that's neither here nor there. So she ain't never seen Chastain no more either. So who knows? They probably hooked up. Chastain probably got out, found him, took him with her. Who the hell knows? She ain't never seen him no more. She ain't seen him or Chastain ever again. And she said if she ever see either one of them again, it'll be too soon. So she's living her life. She's remarried to another woman that knows the situation, that knows everything that went down. And this lady that she married had 2 kids. So Tasha was cool with that. Tasha was like, I got children. I'm cool with that. And she feels like those kids are a blessing. She says she's never been around kids that are so sweet and so angelic and so proper and mannerable that it just blew her mind. Like, because the last encounter I had with a kid was some bullshit. So to see your children are like loving and affectionate, and she was just like, that's where she was supposed to be. She said she feel like all that happened so she can get to the woman she was supposed to be with, the family she was supposed to be with. And her and this lady live together right now and are raising those kids together. They've been married for 3 years and everything is going good. She just hope and pray that this little boy don't come looking for her or try to find her. And see she's with another woman with 2 kids and try to hurt them. So she's had her name changed completely. First and last name changed. Just so she can stay under the radar, and hopefully Chastain, this little boy, this grown-ass man now, don't come looking for her. So that's you guys' last story of the night. I know it was a creepy one. It took kind of long, but I had to give y'all all the details. But thank you guys so much for joining me for story time. I greatly appreciate it. This was fun tonight, y'all. This is so fun. I love spending time with y'all. Y'all make time go by so fast. It can be so fun. But I hate to say goodbye to y'all so soon. I don't know if Kay still have you locked up. Yep, she probably do. Yep, and you need to unblock. You need to unblock your pootie time right now. So those are some awesome stories. Thank you, Nomad. So thank you guys for joining me for story time. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all made my night tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the creepy stories. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday for another story time. More creepy stories for you guys. Thursday is Auntie birthday, so don't forget to go over to the Amazon wish list and get your auntie something for her birthday. And I also take Cash App as birthday gifts as well. Just make sure you put the note as Auntie, this is your birthday, and I won't take it as a sticker, so we won't get it confused. Okay? But thank you guys for joining me for story time. I love you guys individually. Y'all made my night. Y'all know my motto: stay safe, social distance, and don't slap the sleeves off motherfucker unless they earn it. So I love you guys. Good night. Thank you, Karmin. But I didn't die. Oh, thank you, Auntie. Even though I died, LOL, I loved it. I'm sorry, Karmin, but I mean, I love you. Night night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if they do, call a fucking exterminator because I ain't had nothing to do with that.